I'm alive.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Taisto's mom. It is mandatory we say this.
Cool. Does anybody want to do the recap from last time? If not, I can do the recap, but free potential if you do it.
Do our enemies level up?
Do our enemies level up? I mean, Caramon's already on several potential from when I've had to do the start, but he might level up if you let me do it again.
Oh no.
We'll take on Magemons. At last. He'll have his moment of truth.
I'll add a move to his repertoire if he levels up.
Wonder what his crest is.
I mean, he doesn't have a crest, so he's just
Crest of
he's just
family.
the crest of nuisance.
Also works.
All right, I can give it a try. Let's see. Last time on Digimon Vortex, and then I forget. Oh, right, yes, we started the session or started the episode with Stella getting kidnapped, and as we all surged to help her, we were trapped in this magical, spooky circus and separated from each other, and we were going around and about trying to find each other and find Stella. Sonia got trapped by a magician Digimon's spell and hypnotized, whereas Kagayaki proved to be the inventor that he was always meant to be, and invented a way to track Sonia even in the chaos and magical confusion of the circus. While Taisto promptly went and did the same thing that anyone would do in a circus when they're lost, and walked to the front desk and tried to make an announcement, but nobody cared. And then he got literally kidnapped by Piemon.
I wouldn't say kidnapped. You followed him.
I mean, I would. I mean, it was, I guess, but it turned out to be an actual kidnapping with
well, that's fair. That's fair.
So he was like, "You look lost, little boy. Let's go into this big tent with a fortune teller." And then he got trapped in this hallucination of Einari and getting whatever he ever wanted for a second time. Too bad for it might have worked, except that Taisto has been through the similar experience before, with Sonia having trapped them in the past in the nightmare realm, and Taisto was able to not this time, and he went and found medieval Dukemon, who was actually, or Ghostman, who was actually fooled by the image of Wizardmon still being alive. Meanwhile, Kagayaki found Sonia, and unfortunately for the two of them, they saw each other as these grueling, disgusting shadow monsters that need to kill each other, and they fought. Well, Sonia fought Kagayaki, and Kagayaki tried his best to communicate with Sonia, but to not very good results. Taisto tried to talk some sense into medieval Dukemon, but the medieval Dukemon turned on Taisto and almost, was ready to kill him because he thought that Taisto was an illusion. But instead, it was actually Piemon just literally stabbing Taisto in the back and multiple times. That caused Taisto some trouble. Then Taisto set everything on fire when he attacked Piemon. Piemon promptly bitch slapped Taisto to next Tuesday because Taisto can't roll. And then Sonia and Kagayaki basically just came to their senses and were like, "Oh, cool," and bored Piemon and the other Digimon away. Then we came back, and that's basically that, if I remember correctly. There wasn't anything like cataclysmic happening just yet. And thank you for the potential. I'm going to take it. Nani? Masaka.
Oh man.
Moving ever closer to death.
You've changed.
Well, I mean, I'm no longer going to disappear 5 episodes before someone else now that Kagayaki and Sonia have actually caught up to me. So now I can take potential again.
Cool. You did forget one thing, which is at the end of the episode, we saw an angelic-looking Digimon fly away. Sonia called Stella to see what was going on. She was apparently flying through the sky to try and find where her Digidestined teammates were. And then she got cut off near the Dark Zone. And then Kagayaki shoved you in the magic portal pocket dimension with Mummymon, who is currently patching up all of those sword stabs that you had. And that's where we left off, I think. Also, the after credit scenes, I always get the wrong way around, of Seraphimon sending Lord Nightmon after you guys.
Oh yeah, I remember the choking more than Lord Nightmon.
Yeah, we just overlooked the choking. He's totally a good guy, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I think we'll open on where we left off with Kagayaki. Kagayaki, you just shoved Mummymon and Taisto into a pocket dimension in an effort to move on as fast as possible.
Fred.
What are you doing?
Now is the question, do we take a light nap before we go, or do we go immediately?
It's up to you. But if you do take a nap, it will be off screen, because it's not exactly the most exciting thing to put on a TV screen.
No. Let's focus on this snap.
Yes, perfect. It's just 2 hours of pure, complete silence.
Exactly.
Okay, maybe we get a scene then of you going back home for a change. You open your front door, you walk in to this room that you've only been in maybe once or twice before. You see that Tyrannomon is already in there. He's sitting at the desk that's in your living room, and he seems to be drawing something up on a big blue page with a white chalk pencil. He's got little tiny dainty glasses on the end of his nose that he apparently needs. Yeah. He doesn't even hear you come in. He's that focused on what he's doing.
Alright then. This is going to change so much. I'm be fucking here to see it. Yeah, we need to have a bit of a nap first. We can't just go immediately, I think. But at the same time, it's... that's a 2-hour nap should suffice, at least for me. I have no idea how much Sonia needs. Worst case scenario, Sonia just sleeps on the way.
Tyson's already sleeping, apparently.
Well, I don't know how much she will sleep. She is pretty stressed out about what Stella's going through right now, so I don't know. Maybe she'll try. She is tired, but yeah.
Cool. So do you go straight to bed, or are you going to chat to Tyrannomon, or is it just like a 2-hour nap and immediately go type thing, and you're just going to leave Tyrannomon to what he's doing?
A small talk won't hurt. Probably. Maybe. Perhaps. If it hurts, kill me, Jesus Christ. Hey!
He like jumps, breathes a little burst of fire in front of him because he got startled. He turns and looks and he's like, "Oh, Kagayaki! I didn't expect you to come here so soon."
Neither did I, but did we have the talk about off-screen that I asked last season to tell him to just turn this into a fucking motel or something?
Yes, you did.
Alright.
You, as you walk over to him and you look over his shoulder, you see that the blueprints that he's working on, he's got 2 pieces of paper in front of him. First blueprint is him working on upgrading this building into something bigger so it can house more Digimon. The second paper looks something a little bit different. It's a large building with big pillars outside the front. It looks sort of like a museum of some kind that he's designing.
Huh.
He like picks up the cup of whatever liquid Digimon drink on the side of the desk and takes a sip. And he says, "I'm just chalking up the designs of what we discussed. The motel idea that you put past me was such a great idea," he says. "But I do have one small issue.
What did you?
Well, ever since the catastrophe, I don't have a workforce anymore. It's just me," he says.
Right.
"I can't work on any grand projects until I get some new hires," he says. He looks away a little sad when he says that. He says, "I can work on things, but it's extra slow. If only there was some way for me to find some Digimon out there that'd be willing to work for me. All those Agumon and Hawkmon and Gazimon were such good workers," he says. He looks at a photograph that he has of them on the desk that he's put up.
I feel like the Dark World Tengens probably don't have much to do, and having something to do might help keep them from thinking about everything. I know that was it both were Garurumons that were inventors, or only one?
I don't think either were inventors.
I remember him doing something with scrap metal.
I think the only thing they did with scrap metal was make makeshift shelters, but they could probably be trained quite well. I mean, the one of the Wagurumon's brothers is obviously deleted in some parallel dimension from Magnamon, but Angemon, sorry. But the other one's still able to work, I guess. There's also the Minotaurmon, who they said was the sort of bronze of the operation. So he's like the big strong one that can carry things and whatnot. And then there's obviously the rest of the Dark Zone denizens that came with you, like the Dark Devi Dramon that I always call Dark Dramon, and various rookie level Digimon as well, and the Dark Lizamon, sorry, that used to guard Myotismon's home. So you do have quite the workforce available. Maybe he was thinking of them more as refugees than as potential candidates to work with.
Well, not having anything to do isn't the healthiest of things. And especially since you're building their fucking home, I don't think they'd be opposed to the idea of helping, at least for this one. The kids are actual kids. I don't think they've been child levels for long.
You're right.
Be a bit mindful.
You're right, he says. Maybe I should put them to work. After all, I am building their home for them, the makeshift home, while we sort out building their village, he says as he strokes his chin. This is why I like you, Kageyaki, he says. You're always forward-thinking. Never want to let emotions get in the way. You always know the right thing to do at the right time. I like that in someone like you, he says.
That one is a bit of a stretch, but I do my best.
No, it's true. I was thinking too much on letting them rest after being booted out of their homes and hunted down by angels, but you're right. maybe they should be working, he says. And he gets up, he's like, I'm going to go talk to Wergururumon, he says. You get some sleep or whatever you need, he says, as he walks out.
Feels like he didn't take the message very well.
He's raising your superior, lowering your kind. Do you agree with that or not?
I do want it higher. I think it can go higher. Let me eat.
Oh, you can check this time. Hooray!
It can go higher, so yeah, it goes higher and lower.
Okay, cool. He storms off. Well, not storms off. He's not angry. He thuds off towards wherever it is that Wergurumon's holding himself up at to sort of discuss terms of working for him, maybe, and putting themselves to good use and for the people that saved their lives. Yeah. Sonia, we're going to zoom in on you for a bit.
Hello.
Hello. So the last thing that happened on screen for you was you had that conversation with Stella where she got cut off halfway through. You're obviously worried sick about her, but what is it that you're doing right now? Obviously, Kageyaki's probably told you, I'm going to rest for a couple of hours and then we'll head out or something. Or maybe he hasn't. I don't know. Maybe he's forgotten to talk to you. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, she's going to pace back and forth in her room for a while. back and forth, just thinking about what to do, but she won't do anything. She's like, oh, okay. We'll just wait. Should rest. We should rest. We should prepare. Rest. Prepare. No, rest. Yes, no. Kageki said to sleep. We should sleep. Yes. She needs help. No, maybe she does not. We're fine. No, if I go help, maybe will that be good, or will I be bothering her? I don't want her to think that I'm intruding on her. I don't want her to think that I'm not trusting her. Rest is good, but if I don't go...
Sonia?
Pilamon, yes? Right,
I'm worried. You look like you're panicking.
Panicky! No. This is me planning. I'm not panicking. I'm fine. Right. Yes. Right.
You're right. Maybe we should organize our thoughts and make a plan. We need to maybe think like Kageyaki does for once.
Yes.
We can't just rush in. If something took Stella out, it must be dangerous.
It must be. And she's going to the dark area. We might be able to teleport to her before she gets there, but once she does, I don't think the connection will go through. The connection, that's a weird way to put it, but then, I don't know. Man, what should we bring? There's one ping. There's one friend of hers. That might be Einari, Utsumio, someone else that we haven't met. I don't know. Someone that's in the dark area. What could we bring to help them? We help her. What if it's a trap? What if? I don't know. I'm not the one that thinks. Okay. So. Digimon is still living around, right? We can go right to him in case things go wrong. And then...
That might be a good idea. They probably saw whatever that angel thing was flying over them. Maybe they saw what happened to it.
Can we contact them? Do we still have Monitamon around the Digimon's place? I don't remember. Do we?
Yeah, you do have
Okay, so Sonia is going to try and contact Digimon. Hello?
How do you approach the Monitamon to use his screen, out of curiosity?
She's going to be very gentle, a little bit panicky.
Grabs Monitamon by the screen.
That's a Taisto thing. I don't know. She's hello, Mr. Monithamon, and she's going to reach out her hand for a handshake. And does Monithamon take her hand?
Monomon looks at you. His screen flashes up and shows like a big happy face.
Oh,
It sort of looks like this, but the right way around. Oh. It's meant to be like the equal sign and a D, but it just decided to put in a smiley face instead. But yeah, he does an equal sign and a D.
In the D, yes.
And he like waves at you.
Hello. Oh, sorry to bother you. I'm glad you're doing fine. I need some help. Could you do something for me real quick? I need to contact Digimon from the Digimon village. I don't remember how it was called. Would it bother you if we used your screen for that? I'll give you a treat afterwards. Yes. She'll pull out a treat that you would usually give to the little ones that are living in her room right now.
An exclamation point appears on his face, and he like grabs the treat and stuffs it in his pocket, whatever it was, and then he starts like fiddling with the little like buttons on his on the front of his screen, and suddenly it just sort of tunes in to Digimon's home. You see Digimon asleep in his armchair, and several younger Digimon playing with a Meramon in the sort of living space.
Oh, Meramon?
Yes, a Meramon.
Oh, the fire dude. Okay.
Not the same
Hello.
Meramon that you fought earlier, the different Meramon.
Different one.
Yeah, yes. The one that you fought earlier did get massacred by Unimon, if you remember. Yes, this is a different Meramon.
That was a while. Hello, kids. Hello, Meramon. I think it was. I don't know if I know you, but I think I knew your name. Would you mind? I don't know if I want to bother waking up. Is Digimon asleep right now? Is he okay? Does he need the sleep?
All the children Digimon just run up to the screen and go, Sonia, Auntie Sonia, Auntie Sonia. They're like pushing their face into the Monimon screen, and you can see the Monimon's hand like trying to push them away. And then Meramon like scoots them out of the way, and it says, Now, children, that's no way to treat Monimon. And he says, Are you okay, Monimon? He like scuffs him off and stands him up, somehow not burning him with his on fire hands.
That's good.
And he looks through the screen and he's like, you must be Sonia. Digimon's told me so much about you.
Oh, well, that's an honor. Indeed, I am Sonia. One of the great Digidestin. Hey, sorry to bother you, but I was just wondering, did you happen to see a flying pink-haired lady that's about as tall as me, with a friend of hers? I don't know what form it has, but it was a little white lion, Spadamon. Yes. She was supposed to be arriving around here soon, or maybe she already arrived. I don't know, but I wanted to know if you, if that rings a bell, maybe.
Well, I don't remember seeing anyone like that, he says. But we're currently taking shelter. There's been earthquakes nearby. Several mega-level Digimon seem to be duking it out, or at least they were. It seems to have died down a little now. I'm just trying to keep these little ones safe, he says.
Is this a result of our little scuffle from a few episodes back, or is it something unrelated?
It's something unrelated.
Unrelated. Oh, no. Are you okay? Oh, man. Is everyone fine then? Oh, that's bad.
Well, it seems there's a lot of damage done to the forest, but we haven't gone out and checked yet, he says.
Forest?
There's a lot of lot of shaking and smashing and thudding and quakes. Those mega level Digimon were really going at it. It was...
Boy. Oh, that's awful. Do you know what happened? Do you have any information on the situation? Or
Well, from what I've been told by some of the people evacuating, it seemed there was 2 Mega Digimon sort of ambushed this large angel in the sky.
Angel?
But I don't know any more than that, he says.
Mega level ambushing in. Oh, that can't be good. Oh man. Well, thank you for the information. I'd like you. I can't ask you this. Please stay safe. And take care of the little one. I'm really glad. I'm really glad you're here. You seem the responsible type. Say hi to Digimon for me. If you can, look out in the sky for a flying pink ball of hair. And tell this Monimon to contact us if you do, but do it safely. Don't go out of your way to, check or anything if things are really dangerous. But yeah, just just in case. Oh, do you need anything, perhaps? Should we bring you food or first aid, or we might be able to bring some stuff?
I don't think any of the Digimon nearby were injured, and I am the local chef, despite being away for quite a while. So I think we're good on the food front, but thanks for asking, he says.
Good.
Maybe if you come here and ask someone who's around, that maybe they might be able to tell you more than me. I was just witnessing the beginning as I ran away. Didn't want to get crushed.
You did well. That's a good thinking on your part. Well, good luck. I'll probably come back and visit you soon along with some friends. I might be going through some magic portal thing, so don't be shocked or anything. But I'll probably be seeing you all soon. Not for long, but yeah. I'll might check up on that real quick. Okay. Bye-bye.
Well, I guess we'll see you soon, he says. And then Money sort of tunes out the picture. He puts up like a question mark on his screen, like, are you done?
Yes, thank you very much. Here, some more treats for you.
Another explanation point appears on his screen. He like grabs them and runs.
You tell me if you get any news. Thank you. Oh, okay, so I'll have to tell everybody. But Kagek is asleep, and Taisto might be good. Yes, let's go see him.
You look all over the city. You go to Taisto's home. You go to Wizardmon's library. You look in the tavern. You look in the central marketplace. Taisto's not here.
Of course he isn't. Of course he isn't. Oh, you devilish little...
No one tell her.
While you're frantically searching for Taisto, I think it's only fair that we cut in on him because he hasn't managed to speak yet. Taisto,
Oh, hello.
You are currently in the pocket dimension with Mummymon.
Yes. In a very boring white void.
A very boring white void. He's currently reapplying your bandages. Your wounds look a lot better than they did a few hours ago. They're already starting to heal. His potions and pharmaceuticals working well, doing their magic. He's like mumbling away to you, like, this is why we shouldn't get children to fight our battles and all this kind of stuff. He's like, that Piedmon, he's a horrible person, but a deadly assassin, he says. He was my boss, you know, he says.
Well, he has, for a deadly assassin, he has a shitty aim.
Yes, well, he likes to toy with his victims before he takes their lives. He never was one for a straight kill.
Well, I guess that's a good thing for me then.
It's probably the only reason you managed to walk out alive, so I suppose that's something to be thankful for.
Yes, plot armor really is a hell of a drug. To be honest, I'm not too concerned about the physical wounds. It's this isn't my first rodeo with broken ribs and so on. I've long since learned not to be too concerned with them. I'm supposed to be the brave one, right?
Brave but not stupid, he reminds you.
Well, the jury's out on that one, and I know one juror who's made up his mind. Anyway, what I'm most bothered by with Biemon is that he managed to trick Ghostmon with his promising illusion of Wizardmon being alive. He tried the same thing with me as well. He showed me an illusion of what I really wanted, what I wanted for so long. Luckily, I was smart enough to see through it, but it has me bothered. I've questioned what are we even doing here if we're not going to search for our friends who may be in grave peril. We haven't seen Einari since he got kidnapped by Keramon. I'm sure that none of us have seen Einari since he got kidnapped by Keramon, Shirley.
I haven't.
Well, from what I've seen of Kagayaki, you're making great progress towards him, he says. After all, I did give him that parchment scroll, several books on how to open a portal. He should be working on it. Have you not spoken to him?
You what, mate? You what, mate? You gave him what?
Well, you see, us Digi-Assassins, we communicate to one another via disposable parchment that opens a communication channel. And Kagayaki was under the impression he might be able to use that to open a portal to wherever it is that the Digi-Assassins are. And well, they are based in Witchenley, he says.
I think I did see Biemon use a scroll before leaving us to our devices.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yes. That wasn't a question.
Oh, sorry.
It was Diced using
yes,
he did.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was Diced musing out loud. But yes, well, I guess I'll have to talk to Kagayaki once I'm no longer in danger of bleeding out if I move.
I want to thank you
But
guys
still,
again.
the bigger.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. He wants to thank us. I like being thanked.
I want to thank you again. Everything you're going through just to save the digital world, and then on top of that, agreeing to save my wife as well. You guys really are something special.
Yes, definitely.
Well,
I don't think we're all that special. We're just trying to do our best here. It's a burden we didn't really choose, but it's a duty we must undertake.
Well, if the legends are to be believed,
so I do wonder.
The Digidestined will save this world and make it a paradise for us to live in once they're done. So, if that's true, you really are something special, he says. I think he's raising your unique, lowering your kind, because he's making you feel less normal. Do you accept that or reject that?
Kind. Lowering kind and raising unique.
Mm-hmm.
me think. No, I don't think I'm gonna take that. No, I don't agree.
Okay.
Nope, I do not agree.
Roll
Let's
to
see.
reject his influence.
Yes, I shall do that and fail spectacularly knowing my dice luck. So it's now slash R and then 2d6, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, also, we're still on the starting soon screen.
Oh, I actually made it.
I always
Oh,
forget
I
that.
actually
I'm so
make it.
sorry.
Wow. Hit. You what?
7.
Nice, a 7. On a 7,
Yes. It's hit.
it's a hit, yes. On a hit, you successfully hold to yourself and tune them out. On a 7 to 9, you choose one of the options, so you can either clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong somehow. You can shift one label up and one label down of your own choice to sort of show how you feel about yourself, and you can cancel their influence over you and take +1 forward against them on whatever your next roll is.
Okay, I think Taisto feels in this case that he's not too special. He's just been entrusted with this burden. He's trying his best to do what's right for everyone. He sees himself more as a like servant that's been just produced by random chance. So I think I'm gonna lower superior and raise kind instead. Yes, I think I'm gonna do that.
That makes sense. So you're a normal guy, but the position you're in's out of your control.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
there we go. Now I have my labels back where I want them. Excellent, excellent.
Very polarized labels.
Yeah.
I always like to see that because then I can just knock you over the edge.
Mine are very funny.
It's not too polarized. Like I have 2 locked labels, so it's probably going to end up somehow like in one direction or another.
Mhm.
The only one that's actually maxed is superior, so maxed, minimized. So it's not too. I don't think they're too bad. I would like Savior to be one down, but you haven't given me my alternate moment of truth in it yet, so can't do that just now. We'll see. Eventually, maybe.
Eventually, you'll
Anyway,
use
sorry,
it.
I'm rambling. And eventually, I'll use it. But no, you're wrong. Mamimon, you're wrong. If we were these special, super special and capable chosen ones that are destined to save the world, and guaranteed to succeed, I don't think we would be stumbling around like we have, aimlessly trying to just do what's right whenever we meet some kind of an injustice. Our path would be clearly much clearer, and we wouldn't have to sit at these crossroads trying to choose between stopping the invasion of the heavens or going after our loved ones that have been put in peril. It's maddening. I know it's a bit much of me to talk about how much I long to save my loved ones when you've lost your wife, but it tears me up inside not to be able to chase the dreams that I want, and have to be stuck with this pragmatic world of trying to save everyone. I don't know what I should do. It's infuriating.
Well, if there's anything that I've been taught by you, he says, it's to hold on to your dreams, chase them, but only if it's safe to do so and it's not going to hurt anyone. That's what you taught me. So, if the coast's clear, Taisto, chase your loved ones. Find them. I know you can do it, he says.
Would you count it as reassuring me?
Yes, he is definitely reassuring you. Why?
Yes. All right. Mark potential and clear condition. Excellent. Going so far, zooming so fast. All right, no longer afraid. Let's see what am I gonna do this time. Oh, I think I'll unlock an advanced. Oh no. Yeah, it's not like the last moment where it's gonna come this time, come around this time, so I can take it next. I'm gonna take an advanced move.
Cool. While you choose your advanced move, we can maybe cut back to.
Why is overwhelm as a vulnerable foe so bad?
What do you mean so bad?
I mean, it's just like all the others are like just there's like no prize to it, or all the rest are like you just succeed and do everything. But overwhelm a vulnerable foe is like you always like the drawbacks aren't worth the success. It's so bad.
I mean, it literally
Like,
lets you
I'll
end the
grab on
fight outright. So long as you make them vulnerable, you end the fight.
Yeah, but
It's
it
pretty
has
violence,
to.
bad.
There's like they need to be vulnerable first, and even if you do, you're basically just slaughtering innocents, or you're going to murder them, or you're going to do something bad. Anyway,
Violence bad. So
violence
about
bad.
violence bad.
Anyway, I'll think about it. Sort of cut away, please. Thank you.
Cool. So we cut back to Sonia and Kagayaki. It's been a couple of hours. You've had as much rest as you can get. Kagayaki, Sonia, you've probably not slept after finding out that Monimon, what Monimon's let you see. Sonia, I think you find Kagayaki at his home. You like knock on the door and he answers dreary-eyed. What do you tell him about what you saw?
But what I saw.
Also, do you have a plan?
Oh, yeah, I do have a plan. I didn't really plan anything. Yeah, Kagayaki, so I have information to report. And she's going to take a semi-military pose, as much as she understands what the pose
You are also swaying about.
Yes, she hasn't slept that much.
Before the report, Pilomon, can you like put her to sleep while we're on our way?
I can put her to sleep, but why would you want me to do that?
Because sleep is important and you both ignored it. Anyways, yes, the report.
Report, yes. So Stella has still not come across the dark area as far as I can tell. But, well, there appears to have been a strife between a few mega-level Digimon that were trying to ambush a big angel. So, yeah, we should be prepared for whatever that is. Thankfully, no one has been hurt. All the little ones in Digimon are fine, but they had to evacuate somewhere else. I think, well, there have been earthquakes and, well, plenty of stuff. But yes, and the forest has probably been damaged, so I don't know if we should do anything about this. But
Okay.
you're now up to date, yes.
Is the conflict over?
It has died down a little, apparently, so I don't know what that means, but it's not as urgent right now.
Okay.
Probably.
But that does ring some bells for you, Kagayaki, because you did see a giant angel Digimon fly away after the circus thing ended.
Yes, and funny story actually. I was going to ask if I have time to scan it, but my microphone stopped working while I was asking, so I never got to ask and then it left.
That's some divine intervention right there.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Alright. Then we're not wasting a teleport. You are getting on Pilomon's back and sleeping while we are on our way.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll try. I'll sleep. Yes, I'll be good. I'll do the sleep.
Cool. Pillamon pops a bubble on your head, and you instantly fall asleep.
No, wait.
You crumple to the floor.
Not to the floor, on Pilomon. Jesus Christ, he picks it up.
Well, Pilomon is small, so it doesn't really. Probably we should have waited until she evolved. But
Yeah, probably.
Sanlupon has
too
room
late
for
now.
Too late now. She followed your direct order and put you to sleep.
Sanlupon has room for 2, whatever. Thank you for going so overboard with the sizes. For everything.
Go
Alright.
forward with the sizes. Everything's big in this world.
Exactly. So overboard. And we'll put her on Sanlupon
Cool.
and grab Pilomon as well, and then we'll be on our way. If she has any nightmares, calm emotions is a thing.
Cool. So there's a few days, a day or two's travel to get there. You teleport on Sunlupon's back into your field of vision several times. If Sonia was awake, she'd probably be sick by now, but she's sleeping soundly. You're pretty used to it. And you end up making it to nearby Digimon's house relatively quickly. But you do come upon the forest that you had to get through to get to Digimon's house. And as you get there, you see that the trees have been absolutely flattened. There's like a huge crevice in the ground where it looks like a giant body has laid. And then like it's been dragged away. The dragging leads like towards the big dark area bubble. And you see in the middle of the crater is a very small looking angel woman by comparison. She's kneeling down, inspecting what happened.
Is that our Angelomon?
Yes, it's your angel woman.
Great, then I can actually talk to her maybe. Can I scan my area to see if other life forms are around?
Yeah, you scan the area. There doesn't seem to be anything else other than Angelmon in this forest at the moment, except for the Bakamon and the Soulmon that you encountered previously, but they seem to be shying away from her as much as possible.
I wonder why. Alright. Pilomon, how do we wake Sonia up?
Like this, she says, and she like pops the bubble on Sonia's nose, and she immediately wakes up.
Lovely.
I don't know. What? Wait.
You are now rested.
I hope
Yeah,
you had
so,
good dreams, Sonia.
This is the remnant of a... Sorry, yes?
No, nothing important. She's still confused. That's it.
Now, Greydaki gives the update. Remnants of huge battle. That's our Angevomon. Let's go talk. There doesn't
So
seem
is
to be anything.
Tycho here?
Not yet. I'm waiting for one of them to call me on the Digivice. We know that works because that's how I got out.
Yeah, I think by now as well, Taisto, your wounds have mostly healed as well. It's been a couple of days, and the ointments and potions that Mumimon's been putting into your body have done their magic. You've probably still got a couple of sore scars there, but they'll heal up in no time, according to Mumimon. So he's probably let you out of the little pocket dimension by now.
I think Taisto is just perfect. Is so far mostly content just exercising, and there's like doing these exercise motions like squatting and waving his hands around, stretching, and getting ready to be actually useful in a battle. We'll see where we go. This is a tactical advantage that we can make use of for now. Maybe I'll pop out later, but we'll see. Need to be ready.
Alright, I will point out again that our Digivices do connect with my dimension. We've established that. That's how I got the signal to get out last time. So whenever I'm called.
Yes.
And then we go to Angelman.
Okay, cool. You approach Angelma. She seems to be casting some sort of this rainbowy holy magic on the ground in a specific spot. And as she sees you approaching, she stands, furls her wings behind her. She says, "Brave Digidestined, I thought I might meet you here. But
Hello.
where are the
Hi.
others?"
Zachary is T-posing in midair. Pablo was banking his head on some weird tree. And Taisto is getting treated.
I've heard of this T-pose affliction that you humans
Oh, no.
sometimes get.
That's a thing now.
No comment on the tree headbutting. Great, perfect. Alright,
What are you
before
talking
we
about?
do
Tree butting's
anything,
perfectly normal.
before we do anything, here this is a communicator. When your side of things is ready for what we discussed, give us a call and we'll be there.
Wait, are there other Angel Digimon right now?
I
Just
specifically scanned and it said no.
Just Angela.
No. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's fine.
This destruction is terrible.
Yeah. Do you know what happened?
I watched it all. What they did to that Digimon was not very honourable, to say the least. You see, there was this beautiful angelic Digimon flying through the sky. I'd never seen a Digimon like that before. Clad in blue armour and her wings shining with this rainbow-like energy. She had this strange star on her head. It was something I'd never seen before. But
Fuck.
then
Sonia doesn't know. Oh.
Then
That does remind me of a little someone.
two Mega Digimon ambushed her out of nowhere. These white portals in the sky opened up and they dropped on top of her and created this crevice on the ground, as you can see we're standing in. They fought for a bit and, well, the angel eventually lost and they dragged her away into another portal, not over there near the Dark Dimension. But I wanted to understand what this Digimon was. I hadn't seen it before, you see, and we have archives of Digimon. I've never seen this one.
Boy, that kind of cements it, doesn't it?
Oh man. The worst part is that Sonia has no idea what's going on, but I know. It's really
I mean, I
frustrating.
am getting a slight inkling of who it could be.
Could you describe to us what the Mega Digimon were like? Maybe. Do you have? Oh, do you know how to draw? Perhaps. Yes.
Your
have
Digivices
something-
should be able to display their image if I give you their name and some data
Really?
from the crime scene, she says.
That's convenient.
Yeah,
Let's
sure
plug that
is.
shit in.
Two halves of a whole, she says.
Oh my fucking god.
Durandamon and Braiwi Ludramon dropped from the sky. They're the ones that assailed this angel.
And I recognize the yellow one as being similar to the other one that I knew that I saw.
Yeah, when you look them up on the Digivice, it actually links their data together as if they're connected somehow.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's bad! Oh no! That's bad! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, no.
Weren't they also on the thingies? The plates?
Pardon, sorry?
Weren't they also on the plates? The prophecy plates? Whatever those are called.
On the blades?
Plates.
Oh, plates, the tablets. The
stone.
tablets. Sorry.
Tablets.
Tablets, yeah, tab.
Yes, they were on the tablets. Yes, they were the original Digidestined Digimon, but Angelwoman's not seen these tablets before.
Oh, no. That's really bad. That's really bad. Oh, it was a trap all along. I know it. I should have been sleeping. Oh. Wait, Angel, what would I... No. Wait, no. Maybe that wasn't her. Maybe that was just a random Angel Digimon. Wait. You have records of all the Angel Digimon that exist, right? It should be... Maybe you have one missing from your troops?
I don't see why I'd have one missing, she says. It's so strange.
I'll try.
That's why I'm trying to gather as much data from the area as possible, to try and piece together who that might be.
Important question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you only see those 3 Digimon fighting? Nothing else?
There was another Digimon standing near the dark area, but it didn't intervene, it just stood there.
How did that one look?
It was a large wolf lion thing with a big sword for a tail.
Wolf lion thing with a big sword for a tail. That's also on the fucking tablets, isn't it?
I wasn't close enough to really see what Digimon it was, just that it was a big lion. It was standing quite far away, you see, it was all the way over there where they opened the portal and dragged the body to. And she motions to where the big drag mark has just scraped a path all the way up to the dark area.
Oh, no. It happened recently. I must have. But how long did the trip take? Oh, no.
As long as it usually does.
Should be going right now.
I'm not sure teleporting here would have changed anything. It sounded like it had already died down by then.
Maybe. Oh, man.
Anyway, it's good that you're here. I did bring news, but I didn't know where to find you. I came to Digimon's village to try and deliver a message when I saw this battle. You see, Seraphimon is making a move.
Of course he is, why wouldn't he?
He's sending forces to completely eliminate you. He's already sent the smaller teams of angels, but as they've not helped, he's sending a royal knight your way. I've heard that they're cruel and want to uphold his corrupt sense of justice no matter what. So, watch your back, she says. I also came to deliver this, and she holds out a small golden bangle bracelet thing with digicode written around the outside. And she hands it to you, Kageaki.
And that is?
This is a holy ring, she says. If you can figure out how to activate it on the approach to heaven, well, it should prevent them from really noticing that you're not supposed to be there for a while. It'll also let you through the front door, which is kind of useful, I guess. I forgot to give it to you when we last appeared. So rushed to leave when Cherubimon realised he had to be back in the throne room.
That would have been useful.
Sonia would be asking some more questions about the state of the truce, but she is too panicked right now. That's too bad, because I am really interested in knowing how many troops are left to protect the Angel Kingdom while they send all the bad guys to us. But I won't ask this out loud because Sonia doesn't know, doesn't react to this. She's too busy, not panicking, but really, panicking a little bit.
Okay. So, what's happening on your side? How are things about the plan proceeding, preparations and stuff?
Preparations are good so far. They haven't really snuffed out that one of the Royal Knights has turned on them. We've set up most of what we can in the heavens. We have a few people ready to revolt at the word, but their forces still outmatch ours. We still need your strength.
Hello, motorcycle. Okay,
And if we can turn more of the Royal Knights to our side, then even better, she says.
that is pretty easier said than done.
This Royal Knight, however, I don't think you'll be able to sway them. They seem to enjoy having this power to lord over others. If they could, I swear they'd probably take out Seraphimon too. But
Why is half your army sociopaths?
she shakes her head. She's like, it's Seraphimon. He's got some kind of hold over everybody, some kind of corruption within him, but I can't access it. He's too powerful.
Alright, so... do you happen to have the locations of the Royal Knights? Because we don't.
Right now, I don't know where the one they sent after you, Lord Nightmon, is. He's probably plotting something to try and lure you out. Gankumon,
Well, we're out. So
Gankumon is training in the heavens in one of the locations where we train our finest. Jesmon is with him, subtly trying to sway him, but I don't know if it's working or not. And then, who else did I say was alive? I can't remember now off the top of my head.
you made notes.
I did make
but
notes,
where
but
were-
I can't remember.
You did write it ages
I know
ago,
there
yes.
was, there was 5 of them.
I don't think you
alive.
pinned it. Pinning it would have been a great idea.
Yeah.
Royal Knights. I will search for Royal Knights.
It was Magnamon and Leopardmon.
Doftumon. Because
Magnamon.
Leopard mode is a thing.
Magnamon patrols the outskirts of the heavens. He seems to want to be alone for the longest time. Perhaps he feels remorse. And Leopardmon, he's a strategist that leads the forces of the angels. He's the one in charge of all of the angels outside of Seraphimon when Seraphimon is indisposed. He's probably been the one that's been sending all those angels after you. Perhaps he's been trying to gauge your strength, she says.
Yeah, we've been trying not to fight them, so that's gonna be a stalemate for a while.
Sonia is fidgeting around. She cannot sit still. Oh, okay. Royal Knights, fine. Royal Knights A, B. Okay. Yeah. Do we know how to get to the heavens? Mayhaps. Yes.
Actually,
Right,
I'm going to quickly retcon something. I'm going to say that Leopardmon's dead, just to sort of condense the number of Royal Knights I have to keep track of. So
Kill
No
the
one cares
strategist.
about that
That
one
one
anyway.
just died.
I'm going to retcon that he's alive. He's gone. It's Seraphimon.
You've been
leading the
unalived.
angels. Examon's MIA, but we don't know if he's dead or not. There's Gankumon, Magnamon, Jesmon, Lord Nightmon as the remaining Royal Knights.
Damn. Wow.
Mm,
I believe you
And
did that
it's
to him.
pinned
on
them
the-
now.
Sorry, what?
I just said I've pinned it.
Yep.
Lovely.
Okay.
Sounding like Magnamon and Examon are our only real hopes, but no one knows where the fuck the latter is. And the former is too close to the enemy for us to go and talk.
Well,
Mm,
there was something that I did notice, Andromeda says. Magnamon left his post recently, twice in fact. He hovered above this dark area, there was some battle going on within, and he wanted to see it for some reason. But then, when he came back, he seemed frustrated and annoyed almost. That's all I know.
You go to see a football match, perhaps.
And then he left again later, and he's left several times. In fact, it seems he's watching you, but only at specific points. I don't know why, but he seems drawn to you.
I see. Well, he hasn't attacked us yet, so that's probably a good thing.
Probably good. Probably yes. Yes, that's good.
This
Okay.
is a bit of a reach on my part, but you guys don't happen to have any valuables of the Royal Knights on you?
No, they wouldn't let us take their weaponry or armors or anything of the sort.
Not necessarily battle stuff. Even personal items would work, but it's reach to expect that to happen.
I wouldn't dare steal from a royal knight. They would seek justice almost immediately when they've realised it's gone.
Yeah, figures. We'll have to hope he actually comes down to talk to us then. How the fuck do we find Examon, though?
There is one more thing, she says.
Yes?
Cherubimon has planned reinforcements for you. He doesn't know when or where Lord Nightmont's going to strike you, but when they do, we'll send our best, she says. She starts walking over towards where the dragged Digimon was dragged. And she starts casting holy energies at the air around where the dragging stops. And you see this crackle in the air as you see this sort of like white portal get revealed and then smash. It's like, strange. I've not seen anything quite like this before, she says. It almost seems like the same technology that Magna Angemon used, but different somehow.
Which is to say, excuse me, I don't want to bother you. Could you
No,
do this
bother.
really quick?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Say that again.
I didn't catch which one.
Sonia.
Which one of us? Me. Yes. What does it mean exactly? What's different? What technology? But could you do this real quick, please? I don't want to rush you or anything, but don't want to do well. It's okay. No, I'll let you do your job. Explain to us what you mean.
Well, Magna Angemon's gate of destiny that he opens, it's a portal that leads to nowhere. It's a vacuum in the digital world, an area where threats are isolated. But these portals are very similar, but they don't lead to the same place. They lead somewhere else. And they're not Magna Angemon's, for sure.
They sure aren't. That cemented the fact. Going back to the Holy Angemon thing, does that mean that whoever gets Heaven's Gated is actually still alive?
Yes, they're put in a sort of cryostasis in this place where time doesn't move. They could only be released by another Magna Angemon or anyone who can find their way to that particular subspace within the digital world. Not many know where it is.
Can I figure out a way? I might, but can I?
There's so many places Kagyaki wants to go to.
Yeah, it never fucking stops.
Well, I'll leave you to it. I will inspect the area myself to see if everything is going fine. Yes, don't worry. Let's go. I'm going to go over there, no, for a reason. And she's going to go closer to the, dark area, probably, where they say that she's been brought. Well, the angel has been brought. Yeah, mystery angel.
The angel wasn't pulled into the dark area. The angel was pulled through a different portal.
Or traded for purple. Oh, that's
The white portals that Keramon uses.
So yes. Okay. Yes. I'll try and she's knocking on the floor. Hello? Are you still here? It is me. The portal inspector, please open. This might work, right?
Hope it doesn't.
Could you please make me a roll?
Really?
Could you roll plus superior, please, to provoke someone?
Superior, really?
Damn it, Billy!
Okay, so I have -1, but I have +2 forward. So does that count now? Or do I get the choice?
+2 forward means on your next roll, so yeah, it'd be this roll, you get +2.
This one. So we'll say it's +1 now. Yeah. I'll roll /R first now. Fuck. Unless friendship. I don't know.
I have no idea if I should help or not. I have no clue which one's the bad outcome.
So close and yet so far.
We are going to hope that...
Because you failed, unless someone wants to help you.
Doesn't make me happy, but I will. No, there's no one. There's no portal here.
I'm just thinking about what I might do. So Sonia, you start knocking on the ground, you start like waving where the portal was, you start talking to someone who's not there, and then when you get no response, it makes you feel hopeless.
Yeah.
So please mark that.
That's fine. That's fine. Yes, plans. Plan B. What's plan B again? What was plan B again?
So, we had a plan B?
Oh, no, I forgot to write it down!
Kagyaki always has a plan A through Z, Sonia. You've let him down.
Oh, no!
Yeah, pretend Elno doesn't just go with the flow and pulls it out his ass.
I mean, that's how Powers by the Close works.
Alright, and Jawamon, we shouldn't be keeping you any more than necessary. It's probably going to end up suspicious if you stay down too long.
That's true.
Not that they really fucking give a shit about you guys, but you know.
You should come soon. Otherwise, who knows what Seraphimon will do. And then she like zips up into the sky.
Where's the heavens are located? Where exactly? Do we know? Is there a landmark we should be looking for? We don't have wings, you see. Well, we do have wings.
I'm sure we can off-screen get Unimon on board, despite Zachary not being here. She leaves you with one message, which is activate the bangle and follow its light, and then she zips off.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Very good to know.
All right.
That was useful. So I don't want to alarm you, but that yellow thing that we saw was related to the yellow thing that I saw. And that yellow thing, if you remember, was the partner of, Taisto. Don't tell him. Yeah. I think...
You what, mate?
No, he's hearing me!
What are we talking about? I'm so lost.
Okay,
You're not the only one.
See-
I'm really lost in what's going on.
see, the battle that took place with the angel and the 2 Digimon, contain one of the Digimon that might be Taisto's partner.
I think you mean Einari.
Enaris partner. Yes, but I mixed
Okay,
up
so
because
that's what confused the fuck out of me, because, like, everyone figured that one out.
Yeah, secretly it's Ghostmon. It's tapped to this angel.
But then you said
Traitor!
Titans, and I was like, what?
I mixed him up because I didn't want Taisto to hear, but I said him twice. No, don't mind me. It's fine. Einari, that other guy.
Alright, so, since we're here anyways, might as well go in and see how the dark area is doing. It should be about time we take the humans out of there, at the very least.
Oh yeah, they're still in here. Huh.
Yeah, I left them in there to make sure that the greenhouses would work properly when we actually get there, and now we have a chance to get there, so...
So beforehand, I'd like to try and communicate with Stella. I assume it leads to nowhere, but
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you reach her voicemail.
Yeah. Okay, so we know she's not around here. Okay, I'll try in the dark area, see if maybe she's around there. And if she's not, she has no reason to be anywhere else.
They've probably taken Shigeki as well already, haven't they? All that's left now is to focus on the angels, gather up our reinforcements, and then hope for the best when after we deal with Seraphimon, and any of the army that is left will probably help us with Keramon.
Okay, I'll listen to you. You know what to do. I'll follow you.
I pretend. Into the dark area we go.
Toodaloo!
Sorry, just eating a biscuit. You make your way to the dark area. You enter through the place that Digimon showed you was weak so that you could walk through it. You end up on the other side of the barrier.
Yeah, the barrier.
Immediately the sand buffets your face. The wind sweeps up and blows your clothes harshly around. Sonia, you have to cling to your hat to keep it on your head.
I don't know if she still has her hat, actually.
Oh.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't have her hat now.
She doesn't?
No, Kagayaki has it now.
Oh, okay.
I
In that case...
this fuck! Oh, here you go. Have the hat.
Thank you!
The reason I have the hat is a bit of a long story. Actually, it's not a long story. I used it to track you down.
Oh, that's how you did? Okay, thank you. Thank you for bringing it back. I was wondering where it were.
And also, this time I came prepared. Have a proper fucking mask for the sand.
Yeah,
Made off screen by yours truly.
thank you.
You make your way to Mousemon's castle.
Vandemyotism.
Vandemonai.
Vamdotismon.
Vammioti Desmon.
You make your way to the vampire castle. And you see outside the back, in the back garden area, they've already got massive greenhouses set up, big lights shining on the inside.
Oh my god, it worked.
You can see plant life growing up the walls of the greenhouse. You see several scientists outside the manor. They've got some weird contraptions and stuff that they're setting up. The rest of them are inside. I think your dad is one of the ones outside, Kageaki. He's fiddling with a weird antenna-looking thing.
Hey.
Oh yeah, Dad!
So we're back.
We are back.
Kageaki, I thought you were out saving the world or whatever it was you said you were doing.
We did it! In 5 minutes.
We are
that is impressive.
still... Get them. We are still working on that, but we happen to be near, so I figured it's probably about time to get you guys out of here if everything is okay now.
You mean we can go and explore the world? That would be marvelous, he says.
Or at least the actual friendly city with no hazards around.
He looks very excited at that prospect. He says, finally I can take these goggles off. Show me this world, Kageaki. Show me this world.
To double check though, they will be fine without you guys, right?
Yes, the greenhouses have been set up for a while now, he says. We were trying to set up a communications array. That's what all these antennas are. You see, no signal gets in or out of the dark area, but now, he points up to the sky, there's a hole. Perhaps we can let signals in for once. Reconnect this world to their other one.
That would help. Not getting any updates whatsoever from the dark area is anxiety-inducing to say the least.
It's been It's been hard here, Kageaki, he says.
I'm sure it was.
There was no food for quite a long time. We had to make do with what rations we brought in with us, but the offer's still on the table, Kageaki. We can find a way home together.
With all due respect, that it's gonna be a while until I can probably help with that one.
I understand you have responsibilities here.
Yeah, the world is fucking ending. On the background.
So if we're going away, where do we need to be? Do you need me to mobilize everybody? Do we need to walk towards the edge of the dark area? Do we need anything special like those strange necklaces?
I can actually shove you all into a weird pocket dimension. So start gathering everyone.
Get in my pocket! Don't ask any questions.
Yes, I have a pocket dimension now. Hello.
Fascinating. I'd love to explore the inside of that pocket dimension to see how it works, he says.
There is nothing in it yet because I don't have time to actually make it, fill it with words. Words. Stuff like couches. What are they called?
Furnishings.
Sofas? I don't know. Furniture, yeah.
Furniture, yes. I haven't exactly had time to work on that while everything is burning around me. So it's still a white void.
But hey, good thing is, it's going to change the view for a bit. Black turns to white.
So
at least there's no sandstorm in there.
He spends the next few minutes gathering up all the scientists.
Okay, while he does that, we should go talk to Vandemon and make sure there's no hard feelings about getting them out of here.
Yeah, he's currently he's actually in the greenhouse right now. He's spraying some pesticide stuff on the leaves. He's readjusting.
They even have bugs.
Readjusting the artificial sunlight that he's able to stand under, because even though he's a vampire. He's seemingly getting along with the Alraumon and Vegemon that were in his garden before. They seem a lot happier now that he's like humbled himself a little bit.
He's actually doing his job.
Yeah, you come in on him basically tending to his garden and not bossing around the Alraumon, but like getting them to do little odd jobs and stuff for him. What do you do?
Hello.
He looks up and he's like, Kageyaki, great, you're just in time. He like ushers you over, and he like puts his hands underneath this fruit that's growing. Now, your scientist friends said that this is a human fruit. I've never had human food before. I'm excited, he says. This is the first fruit that's grown, and I'm about to pick it. I want you to share it with me, he says, as he like picks a large tomato off of one of the plants.
Ew, I don't like tomato. Again, he picks up it. He picks up the tomato.
He says, I don't know how you're supposed to eat these. Do you just bite into them like an apple? He says.
Honestly, there are so many ways to eat this. Where do I even begin? You use it in so much stuff.
The only fruit in the digital world is apples. And the only vegetable is mushrooms, so these are foreign to me, he says.
But next order has strawberries.
Yeah, but this is not next order, so deal with it.
I did
Nerd!
not stand for this slander. I played like 30 hours of that. Never finished it, but I did see the strawberries.
Yeah, they're not canon to this world.
Boo.
Actually, technically, berries and cherries might be because there's a Cherrymon, so... I mean, he's technically Juraimon, but in English he's Cherrymon, and he has cherries in his... Maybe cherries exist. But yeah, tomatoes don't. But yeah, he like gets a knife and cuts it in half, and juice splurges out of it as he tries to do that. He doesn't realize how squishy it's gonna be, and he takes a bite of a tomato for the first time in his entire life. He seems excited about the flavor. It's like he's eaten something amazingly juicy and good, and he's like, wow, if I didn't know any better, this would be a great accompaniment to my steaks, he said. How do you humans even have such foods like these?
Well, first one, our world is not the dark area. There are parts of it that are wastelands, but most of it is filled with fruit and stuff.
But
when we actually allowed it to grow.
But don't you grow meat?
Meat in our world comes from animals.
He looks like absolutely shocked at that. He's like, you eat other humans?
No,
that's disgusting.
No. You see, humans are practically the only fully sapient species in our world. There are some animals that have similar intelligence, but not quite.
Like Higeki.
Whoa.
All right then.
Okay.
I can't even say that's a blow below the belt because he doesn't fucking have anything below the belt.
He did seem rather different to the others. He has those mechanical wheels attached to him. Perhaps he's a different species.
No, he's a human. I just fucked up and blew up his legs.
Oh. Must have been for some great heroic purpose, though, right?
No, full on fuck up.
Well,
He
you're
like,
not even.
he like
invited
cradles
to the
his
next
hand
party.
in it over his face, and he's like, "And these are the people that get to save our world."
Being second deaths now, huh?
But yeah,
But yes, we have like stuff like cows and pigs that aren't sapient, and they're basically classified as cattle, and most people eat them.
How strange, he says. Hey, we just grow the
Like-
meat on trees. Seems much easier.
Yes, we fucking could. I guess we can grow substitutes, but that's not the same.
But anyway, you wanted to see me, he says.
Yes, we're still not done with saving the world, but we're getting closer to getting closer, I guess. Soon, trademark, we should be able to start dealing with the angels. After that, we deal with Keramon, and if nothing else randomly fucking pops up, we should be able to start dealing with you guys in a different way.
You're going to deal with the angels, he says.
Yes, it's a bit of a necessary thing to do.
Take me with you. I'd love nothing more than to take them down a peg. It's the whole
Will
reason I
they-
wanted out of this place in the first place. Was to take them down. With their stupid haughty rules that make us virus Digimon pay.
Alright, so first things first, will these guys be fine without you and the humans? Because seeing as everything is done, we're planning to take the humans out and put them in some more hospitable environments.
I see. You need me to look over this place still. Well, I guess that's my responsibility, he says. If you could, though, give him a punch from me.
Oh, I sure fucking will, right in the dick.
I mean, it's only fitting, seeing as what you did to me.
That was a weird coincidence.
But yes, priorities. I'll look after the denizens that remain. You take those angels down and free us from this hell.
Yeah, hopefully we can be done with that fucking thing soon. But honestly, it's hard to tell how much more time the preparations will take. They have such a vast fucking army.
They have a large army. They do have weaknesses. You see, whenever there is a commotion in the digital world, they send their forces out en masse to deal with it. Draw enough of them out, leaves openings, holes in their defenses that you can abuse. That was my plan, at least.
No. I do not want to use people as scapegoats, / sacrifices, / diversions when they could literally die for that.
No, you misunderstand me. No diversions and scapegoats, no. But naturally occurring evils.
Naturally occurring evils like what?
Well, if a Digimon were to go on a rampage somewhere, the angels would be sent. If a virus-type Digimon in particular was doing it, more angels would be sent. You just need to ensure that when you strike, there is a rampage going on by some dark Digimon, he says.
Looking
but
nowhere in
leaves-
particular.
That kinda leaves another problem. First of all, that Digimon could end up dying. Other random bystanders could end up killed by the Digimon or by the sociopathic angels.
He looks at you with this weird solemn look, and he's like, "I'd be willing to take that sacrifice," he says.
No! I don't want people to die for. Come on!
It's the least I can do after I put you through so much trouble. If I can
We
free
stopped
everyone
you
in this
so-
dark area,
Oh,
my life's a small price to pay, he says.
oh my fucking god.
I know it sounds horrible, but think on it. Let me know your decision. We'll eventually have those communication arrays up and running, and you'll be able to let me know if I need to monster out, so to speak.
I really fucking hope you don't have to.
You and me both, he says. Anyway, I have my garden to tend to. Feel free to take the humans. I'm sure they've directed some of my underlings in how to use their strange new technologies.
Right. But if you guys can handle the rest of it yourselves, we'll be taking them.
Very good, he says. They deserve to be out of this hellscape. They weren't trapped here in the first place.
How do you?
And he lets you leave with them. Your dad's gathered up the massive, large pool of people. You open the pocket dimension. Taisto, a gateway opens in the pocket dimension before you. What do you do?
I think
Everything that comes in.
I think Taisto is actually like he's been in the white void. We cut to him like you see him like boxing with Ghostmon. Of course, he's like mostly translucent. No, that's not the word.
Incorporeal.
Yes, he's mostly incorporeal, so it's not like he's been doing any damage, but it's practice. And then suddenly there's a portal, and something happens.
A older scientist gentleman steps through the portal. It's Kageyaki's dad.
Oh, the
Monster.
pervert who thought that
Oh, precious
putting Digimon into test tubes was, a fine thing to do. Right, that one. Oh, hello, sir.
He gives you this strange look.
Anyway,
Like,
so
the fuck? He's like, what? Why are you in here? Shouldn't you be out there with the others? He says.
I'm training. This and turns back to Ghostman and starts boxing again. Can't get caught off guard again. Gotta be sure. Gotta be prepared.
But if you want to be prepared, it's better to be mentally trained than physically, he says. He seems to judge you in a
Of course you would
similar way to how Kageyaki might. And he steps forwards, and more scientists come in through the portal. He says, Kageyaki's taking us out of the dark area. We're going to go see the rest of the digital world, supposedly.
In his pocket?
Well, apparently he can step out and then let us out via the pocket dimension. But whether that'll work or not, who knows?
Well, it's all the same to me. I don't need this place anymore. Those are boxing sounds, in case you couldn't, like, he's grunting when he boxes. It's my best impression of a boxer.
That's fine.
I'm sorry,
That's
it's not very good.
No, it's fine. We got the idea. No worries.
Your dad's... you're like...
My
child.
dad?
Pardon, sorry?
My dad?
Kageyaki's dead.
He was going to
Yes,
say,
Kageyaki's dad.
you're that Sankapoika kid, right?
Ah.
I'm sorry, I want you to try to pronounce that again, please.
Okay, I'll try and pronounce it again. Sankapoika. I don't know.
No.
How do you pronounce it? Tell me.
Sankarpoika.
Sankarpoika.
Oika.
Sankarpoika.
Sankarpoika.
Yes.
Okay.
Sankarpoika.
Sankarpoika. You're that Sankarpoika
Anyway,
kid, right?
yes. Wait, how do you know?
Well, it was all over the news that child that fell out of the tree and was hospitalized. It's such a shame that his family home burnt down soon after. You're quite an infamous family, he says. Well, according to the journal article that I read. But,
there was a news article?
of course there was. A child died. Well, no body was found, but it was assumed. His parents, too. But I never thought that I never thought that I'd meet the man from the paper, he says. Gosh. I wonder how we could have prevented something like that from happening, huh? He says.
Going for the going for the throat, are we? Well, we chicken played this game. No.
He seems to have the same
Well,
tact as Kageyaki.
Clearly, yes.
I just want to
Anyway, I assume I need
understand
to-
what
I
would
need to
lead
roll
a
for
child
something.
to climb such a dangerous tree.
Oi, you fuckface! Listen to me now. Okay. Let me think. You weren't there. Don't pretend to know anything. Just like your son. Taisto, like, the portal is still open, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Taisto just decides that he's done with this conversation and just like rushes out or hustles out, and he's sure to he makes sure to bump into Kagayaki's dad on the way. It's clearly not an accident, but and then he just bursts out.
Gosh, I appear
He's
to have
fucking
offended
done.
him. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to understand why he takes such dangerous and reckless actions, and well, I don't want my son to be any of that danger. Oh well, guess I'll start
Good
looking
luck with
around
that,
this place. He like turns around and sees Mummymon and like absolutely screams at the top of his lungs.
Yeah.
And starts running back
Should have
towards
warned
the
him.
portal that closes behind him. And then we get a shot of Taisto stepping out on the other side, shutting the
All right.
pocket dimension.
I'm out. So is Kagayaki around?
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
one who had the pocket dimension, so yeah, he's right next to you.
Excellent. Yeah, Taisto bursts out of the pocket dimension, clearly miffed the F out. He turns to Kagayaki and says, "Your dad is a dick," and then starts walking in a random direction away from everyone.
Good old Taisto. Anyways, yes, we're done. We're done putting them in there. I did warn them about the box, but I seem to have forgotten to mention Mammon, judging by that ear-piercing scream. They'll be fine.
Cool. You start to leave, I guess. You walk towards the edge of the dark area and push your way out. I assume Taisto joins. I don't think he'd have wandered off again.
No, not that
hope not.
far. But but he's very grumpy.
Yes.
Very grumpy. Cross,
Very
I would
cross.
say, even.
Yeah, you make it out of the dark area. I think on the way, maybe Kageyaki and Sonya probably catch up to speed on what they found.
Yeah, we give him updates.
And Sonya, do you tell Taisto about Einari yet? Or do you still keep that
No.
to yourself?
I don't tell him. Kagayaki might, but I sure won't.
Kayaki isn't sure he wants to tell him either, to be honest, because he's so used to Taisto hearing about something he doesn't like and then fucking off.
Cool. Everyone's keeping secrets from Deister.
So like, it's really dangerous sharing that with him, but at the same time it's a ticking time bomb. I suppose it's better to tell him now though, rather than while something is actively happening.
Maybe.
We probably won't be ambushed before we go back. Maybe. So it's as good a time as ever, really. Fine. So, Taisto.
What?
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
Since there are no people actively trying to kill us right now, or in the next 5 minutes, maybe, it's as good a time as ever to share something extra. I found out like yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And then he just drops the bomb on everything. No filter.
You what, mate?
Lovely, innit?
Sorry, I see that something is happening with Fred.
Fred,
Just change music. Yeah.
Fred, poor Fred. No.
Even Fred took the news hard.
It's like, I can't believe this
He's
came
like,
out.
hey, Nari's alive!
What the fuck?
Among other things,
I mean, we
yes.
knew that. Sonia saw Einari
Oh, you mentioned my name. Oh, fuck.
without telling me.
Oh, Sonia is
Yeah,
not there.
but
That's like stopped in his tracks. That's what stops in his tracks. Sonia met Einari without telling me.
Well, in fairness, it happened about 2 hours before I found out. Actually, no, it happened about half a day before I found out.
Oh, that changes everything.
So there wasn't really a great time to say it, I guess, and you do have the tendency of
We
doing
took,
not good things.
We took half a day coming back from the cooler coast to the to Icon City, which was plenty of time to tell me, and Sonia decided not to. And
I guess, and then I decided not to tell you in about half of another day. But now there's nothing in the immediate
really
future
don't
that you could
trust
fuck up.
Oh, the Inventa family, man.
Is this how you guys see me?
I've told you time and time again.
Some kind of a commodity to use for your own purposes, like a rabid dog to sick on the next goal. This is how little you trust me and my judgment.
After your last sociopathic outbreak, after the Hexablaumon incident, yes, I told you in your face. That is how I see you, not Sonia, but...
Man.
That doesn't like see that doesn't appear to like even hear what Kagayaki is saying anymore. He's like his whole world has crumbled around him. That Sonia would keep something like Sonia would keep something like this from him. Do I even have Sonia? Okay, we don't have influence over each other at least, but still. I see.
Sonia,
Well, Kagayaki,
how does it feel to be keeping
you
a
for
secret
telling
from
me.
someone who looked after you for so long while you were in the real world and when you first came to the digital world?
Doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great, but she's battling with this every time, and it stresses her out to no end. But she's incapable of sharing that piece of information with him because Well, multiple things that she doesn't want to admit to herself right now, but she really doesn't want to make Taisto upset, and sad and mad and, well, plenty of things. And no, she's not feeling good about it either way.
Did Kagayaki also share the part about we need to undo the mistakes we did and save the world in our way and blah 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 that stuff as well?
Full rundown of everything.
All right, full rundown
Might
of
as well
everything.
nip it off the
Excellent,
bud.
thank you. Sure. All right. So, all right. Well, thank you, Kagayaki, for at least you could tell me then. I just wish Sonia has seen it.
Oh,
I
man.
didn't expect Sonia to keep such information from me, but if Einari has a goal that he wants to set right, a grave injustice that he needs to fix, and he would go to such lengths to do it. I wonder what that means. I don't know, but I'll have to think on it. I'll try not to let you down with this information, and again, thank you for being able to trust me at least this much.
And remember, this is with Keramon's help, allegedly, and we all saw what it took Keramon to revive a single person. So I don't even want to think about what it is going to take for them to revive an entire world. Keep that in mind.
Right. Well, anyway, you've given me a lot to think about, but we should move on. I don't think the threat of Seraphimon is going to go away with just thinking.
Cool. You guys start heading off. Where do you want to actually let the scientists out? Do you want to let them out in Digimon's village, or do you want to take them back to Icon City and let them settle in there?
Well, that depends. I'll open the portal in Digimon Village, ask if they want to stick together as a group, or if some of them want to be let off here in Digimon and the rest at Iconville City.
I think they probably prefer to be split, because then they have more ground to cover and explore and find out about this new world.
Lovely. Then we let out everyone who wants to be let out in Digimon's Village. We warn them about the used to be forest full of the Kugumons and the Soulmons and Bakemon that should also be wary of.
Cool. They thank you, and they sort of acquaint themselves with Digimon and Meramon and all the other denizens of Digimon's village. And
I assume at least some of them have learned how to write Digimoji by this point.
Yeah, they've been hard at work trying to learn their language and whatnot.
So they can communicate.
They have very basic knowledge of different words, so they can probably communicate enough, but it'll be difficult to say big, long, complicated things, if that makes sense, without you guys around at least.
Perfect for a scientist.
Cool. So where's your next destination, Kageaki, Taiso, Sonia?
We're going back to Icon City, aren't we?
Okay, cool.
Sonia is going to follow and not ask any questions.
Cool. So a couple of days travel again later, you make it back to Icon Village. And as you approach the village, city, it's a city now, isn't it? You see smoke coming from inside the castle walls, the city walls, sorry. Black, billowing into the sky. There's not a lot of smoke, it's just in the middle. But you hear several Digimon cheering and seemingly patting themselves on the back. Not familiar voices from what you can hear.
Don't. Or she rushes in.
He, as you walk up to the castle wall, you see that the large gate that's usually on the front has been kicked in. And you see on the outskirts of the village, battered and bruised looking Leomon, propped up against the wall behind some bushes.
Leomon! Daisto rushes to Leomon to see if he's, not dead.
Now this Leomon's resilient. He has some kind of resistance to death, apparently.
He is completely atypical for a member of his species.
Ogremon, on the other hand, died twice. No.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's like, children, you came back. He like coughs and some data comes out of his mouth.
What happened? Are you okay?
They came so fast. There was nothing we could do.
Who came?
The Nightmon.
The Nightmon?
Why here? But we weren't.
Because he wants to draw us out, remember? Well, you fucking did.
Don't go in there. There's so many of them. We didn't stand a chance.
Well, we'll have to go in because. But we have to go in because we need to save everyone who still might be trapped inside.
Everyone, the children are fine. Are they fine?
He grabs you and gives you this really serious look, Taisto. He's like, "That's what I want you to do. Don't you see, boy?
Yes, but
it's a trap.
We know that they.
We're the bait.
But we know it's a trap. So that makes it okay.
It's a trap. It's a bad idea, people are dying right in front of me, and I refuse to let that happen.
It's fiction, so knowing it's a trap makes it okay. That's how it works.
That is how it works.
It's definitely how it works.
Also, Sonia, have the
we need to be
holy
careful, but
ring.
we can't.
Well, me?
Yes.
Okay.
Illumina means a holy Digimon. Maybe it will work with it. I don't fucking know. I haven't had time to look into it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll keep it safe.
The point is, trap or not, there are innocents that are in danger because of us, and we need to make sure that they are okay. We can't stand by and let the forces of heaven oppress them and kill them or whatever. So we need to make sure that we save everyone.
Sonia is rushing towards the house to see if the little ones are safe.
Shit, what
that's
am
a
I
good
to
idea.
do?
Let's go do that.
You rush through the gate, Sonia, thinking of your little ones, and you run into the back of a Nightmon. You buff it off his shield and fall onto the floor onto your butt. And he turns around and says, "Hey, watch where you children, humans, raise the alarm!" He says very loudly. And you hear a bunch of cheering in the background, and the smoke gets even thicker and turns pink.
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 They're coded.
I think.
And you hear the marching of more Nightmon coming towards you, Sonia.
I think as Sonia gets caught by the Nightmon, the Nightmon's head is buffeted by an explosion of fire from the side as off-screen Dice has already evolved to Ghostman is ready to march into combat. Let's see. Do I need to roll for something, or is this just I'm not necessarily trying to actually hurt them, just start combat going.
Yeah, you hit him in the head with a fireball. It doesn't seem to do anything. It just puts smoke on him in his face. He turns around to look at you and Flame Wizardmon, sorry. He says, "More! Gosh damn!"
You fool! We are your opponent now. We're here to put an end to your evil machinations.
He says, "Oh no! Whatever will I do? I'm outnumbered and outgunned."
Yeah, you are. So you better surrender before we put the hurt on you.
And he as you get close, he says, "Now!" and snaps his fingers. And this netting, made of pure energy, shoots out and pins you and Flame Wizardmon to the ground. And another one shoots out and pins Sonia to the ground.
Oh.
Got time to eat my snack.
Okay, I guess.
Foolish children.
I guess we're trapped now.
You hear as
That's not how it works.
Lord Nightmon descends in all his glory, his pink armor glistening in the morning sun. Do you really think that you could take this city back from me? He says.
You better not have hurt anyone here, or I swear to...
So you're the cruel boss monster who's prepared to sacrifice and use as bait all these innocent lives and torture them just to carry on the corrupt wishes of your fallen master. You fiend! That's enough. I'm going to put an end to you such that you've never seen before.
Why, of course I would do that, my young boy. It's a small price to pay to uphold the peace, he says as he draws one of his blades. It sounds like you're trying to commit to defeating a dangerous foe.
Yes,
Does that sound
yes,
like
I'm definitely trying to commit to. I'm definitely trying to commit to taking down a terrible foe, and I'm going to be very angry when I do it because this kind of bullshit gets on my nerves.
Kageyaki, Sonia and Taisto rushed in and got captured almost immediately, but you're not with them at the moment. You've held back. What are you doing? Are you going to take a different approach, or are you going to rush in to try and save them? What's your angle on this?
We need all the help we can get, so I'll open the portal and grab Mamimon.
He comes out of the portal I don't see what good I can do, and he says, and he looks up and he sees
Give me a moment.
Lord Nightmon, and he's like, Kageyaki, you didn't tell me he was a royal knight.
We need all the help we can get. Now stand still. Or Kageyaki signs his Digivice on Mamimon. We know that if we fill them with enough free data, they can evolve at least for a time limit. It's better than nothing.
His body glows with energy. Could you give me a Unleash Your Powers roll, please?
Alright, and I have influence over him still. I doubt I'm going to lose that anytime soon. So it should be a +4. 9.
Nice. So it works, and it's temporary. You see Mamimon go, whoa, the power is flowing through me. What is this? And he starts to glow a little bit. It's like, I've never felt so spry and... he says as he explodes into purple energy. And the energy dissipates and leaves a gold sarcophagus behind that descends into the ground. The sarcophagus splits open and steamy mist descends from inside, and a large golden foot steps out. And Mummimon looks down at his new form, Pharaohmon. His white cloak billowing in the wind. He looks badass, with his Egyptian jewelry adorning his chest and his waistband. And he says, I've never felt so powerful in my life. If only anyone could see me now, he says.
You have at best minutes with this.
We better make the most of it, he says.
Leomon, your turn. Maybe it will also heal you, I don't know. I'm sorry, but we need all the help we can get here.
Well, let's try this bad boy out, he says, as he rushes into the city.
And then Kayaki turns to Leomon and does the same thing.
Cool. So you follow in after Pharamon. He's storming forward, wielding his sarcophagus as a weapon, and he smacks Lord Nightmon out of the air with it.
And there's the cavalry.
And Lord Nightmon gets completely taken off guard by this. He plummets into the ground. Says, "How dare you!" And he gets up and he fires off several spiral masquerade rapiers at the sarcophagus, which gets decimated instantly. Pharamon then says, "Necromist!" And this purple mist descends from around him, and the Nightmon's armor starts to rust and erode away. They seem weakened and they seem frightened. They seem to be hallucinating strange things, and a couple of them start to run away. Kageyaki, what do you do in this commotion?
I will attempt to remove the ropes from Taisto, or Sanlupmon removes them from Sonya.
Cool. Sanlupmon snaps straight through the energy wires with his razor sharp talons and teeth, and you probably use some kind of instrument or tool that you've managed to put together to cut through. It's weakened because Lord Nightmon's preoccupied with other things, so it's easy enough to get them out.
Right. Thanks, Kagayaki. I knew that if we'd distract Lord Nightmon, we'd buy you enough time to do something really smart, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
That was plan B all along.
Yes. All right.
You better not die.
All right, Flame Wizardmon, it's time enough. That's time enough gawking. Let's go and kick some Lord Nightmon butt. Taisto and Flame Wizardmon head straight into the fray to punch the shit out of to join Pharamon in punching the shit out of Lord Nightmon and putting an end to this terrible foe.
Cool.
Can I embody the value of my? Do I embody the values of my crest?
Yes, you do, and so do you, Kageyaki.
Lovely.
Excellent. Let's put that in because
there will be an attempt. I do not have any pluses.
skip.
And it's going to be
Gods of
about 2
R&D.
seconds because my wife needs me 2 seconds. Just 1 minute.
Seconds and 1 minute. I'm confused.
Gods of RNG be with me. We really need the
Easy.
power up.
Too easy.
Orino 5. That is potential.
Good.
Okay, one more potential and I level up. So I just need one more fuck up.
That being said, it is a really funny timing that you just play your super epic music, super theme song, and
and Tinu just leaves.
nope.
Oh, Mammon is going to die.
I'm just going through the monologue of what I would be describing right now in my head while listening to it, and pretending that something cool is happening on screen.
Sorry about that. I'm back now.
It's fine.
Sorry, my dog was barking and she
Yes,
was
so-
getting him sorted.
Yeah. So my evolution worked, but Kagayaki's
High group
didn't.
potential.
Cool.
Yes.
So we
Should we
see.
take mine first?
Yeah, let's do yours first, and then we'll see Kageyaki and what happens to him.
Right. Yeah. All right. So, as Taisto and Flame Wizardman are freed from the bindings by Kagayaki, they burst into action and start rushing towards the commotion where Pharaohmon and Lord Nightmon are exchanging blows. Taisto's Digivice glows bright orange as Flame Wizardman is enveloped by the bright light of evolution, and outbursts Mistimon that rushes towards Lord Nightmon and tries to tackle him from the side, ready with a swing of his magical sword. Him being a magic knight himself, he's very used to this kind of sword to sword combat, but we'll see. We'll see if it's enough, because there's still level disadvantage if I'm mistaken, or does Pharaohmon's existence in the battle help out with that one, since Lord Nightmon is engaging with two foes at the same time?
I would say it's still rolling with disadvantage, simply because Lord Nightmon is a royal knight, and he's a lot more.
So it's really easy for him.
used
That's
to
fine.
his form
Fine by me.
compared to Pharaohmon, who is brand new in his mega
Fine.
form.
Oh, may we get our
So,
our
3d6
templates?
plus 3 it is. That is definitely not a hit. That is definitely not a hit.
It
Oh,
might be.
this is not going great.
It might be if you get someone to assist you, because that's a 6, if I'm not mistaken.
It's
Not-
5. It's a
It's a
5.
5.
Oh, yes, sorry, it's 2 1s. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. I guess, unless
Yeah.
both people help you.
Yeah, unfortunate. Whatever will I do? Anyway, Lord Nightmon basically rushes in and tries to, while Lord Nightmon is engaging with Pharaohmon, who is taking a beating because it's only temporary. Mistimon appears suddenly behind Lord Nightmon and tries to strike him down, but obviously it's going to fail in some spectacular way. I'll let you take it off from there. Our dear game master, I'm going to mark potential.
You do that. So Mistimon appears behind Lord Nightmon, poised to strike.
Ready to strike. Yeah.
And he swings his sword down, and as he does, Lord Nightmon just disappears from sight. And his sword hits the ground. And you hear behind you, "Did you really think that you could take me with a surprise attack like that?" And then you just feel this as like a big sonic boom hits Mistimon in the back. Pain sears through your body, Taisto, and it sears through Mistimon's as well. I want you to mark Afraid, please.
Sure. But I'm gonna... If you don't mind, I would like to use... With great power comes even greater beating. So... Mistimon, racked with pain, says, "No, but I would count that if you try to counterattack, you wouldn't be able to dodge." And then we see this, like, the orb that Mistimon has floating around with him is on the other side of Lord Nightmon. It's glowing with this burning fire, and then it explodes
Nani?
in a massive explosion. Yes. So significant collateral damage, but I will take that I will impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition of Lord Nightmon.
Cool.
Here.
So this flame bursts forth from the orb, taking Lord Nightmon completely by surprise. It burns him in the back, and he gets pushed by the fire off balance, and he falls into a nearby building, causing it to collapse. The Digimon inside scream for help. You also see that the fire that you shot out has set the central plaza on fire.
Great.
the shopping carts where people were selling fish and trading furs and goods and whatnot, they're all being burnt to a crisp, and it's slowly spreading out towards where the town hall is. So 2 threats going on here. One is the fire, one is the collapsed building trapping a bunch of smaller Digimon. In fact, just to make it even more dramatic, Sonia, once again your house has fallen down and it's your babies.
Oh no!
London Bridge is
That was
falling
certainly not the
down,
intention, but
falling
whatever.
down.
We'll see.
She is rushing towards the house if she is able to, because the battlefield is a bit of a mess right now, and there's a few bad guys in the way. But her intent is to rush straight to her hut. She doesn't have time for this shit.
Could you unleash your powers to see if you can get past the numerous Nightmon and Lord Nightmon?
Yes, I may very well unleash my powers. But okay, it needs to be a good roll. Good roll. It should be, but might not.
I wonder if any of your blessings might help.
That's
no.
just.
That's a 7. Sweet. So on a 7, you do it, but there is it's either unstable or temporary in some way, and I will tell you that, or you can mark a condition.
Don't know. I think I'll take a condition in this case. I will be angry is the first one that comes to mind. Yeah.
So you manage to jump on the back of Sheepmon that's Digivolve Fresh. You rocket boost towards your house that's crumbling down. And you get...
Oh shit! Oh no, excuse
Lord
me.
Lord Nightmon stands up out of the rubble, tries to stop you, but you just zip under his legs. And then he gets clashed by Pharamon and Mistymon again, allowing you the space you need to get to your home. You're absolutely furious. Your children are being buried by rubble yet again. You need a much sturdier house, it seems.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
What do you do now?
Yeah. Well, take the little ones first. Yeah. What's the most pressing? What can I use to? Okay. Well, if I would do Shipmon to blast the things away, yes, I'll do this. And while she tries to evolve into Shipmon, she evolves into Slipmon instead because she's a bit too hungry at the moment. A bit too
dark.
A bit too anxious and not very composed enough for a good evolution, so she Slipmon happens. Okay. That's not what I expected, but blast the rubble with the laser beam thingy, yes. Be careful with it. Don't hurt the little ones. Don't worry, Mama's here to help you. Oh, no. Come with me, children.
Can you roll to defend the children?
I'll roll to defend my children, or I could use this thing. Sacrifice something important to you. Could I sacrifice... yeah, that was 2. I could... There's 2 things that I can use. Could I sacrifice the house? This is important to me, right? doesn't that work that way? Sure. Sacrificing the house.
Sacrificing the house would insinuate that for some reason it could never be rebuilt again, which unfortunately it can.
Okay. Well,
Condition.
I mean, does it really?
if I vow to be a bum from now on.
I mean, we're barely fucking used to things.
I'm actually I don't think sorry, I'm not the game master, but I think I don't think that sacrificing the house in this instance would mean that it's gone forever. It's gonna take a long while to rebuild anyway, so it's like she's sacrificing the house, and it's not like it's gonna be the same house afterwards.
The thing is, it's
like
supposed to be
you're
something. You're supposed to be sacrificing something personally important to you. So, for example, if it was Kageyaki, it'd be sacrificing his visor, or
And they're
I
not
get
or
that.
like
I get that, but
for you, it'd be your goggles or something. Like it wouldn't be just the place I live, or
No, here's the argument for that.
socks.
no, but
though.
it's the place where she's made so many memories with the
Yeah.
with the children. It's not like it's a completely meaningless place, not just a location. Also, please put something else other than the evolution music. Come on, thank you.
I will. There's a few things. This one. Sure.
okay, I'll allow it. But as you pull your children out of the rubble, a massive sinkhole opens up beneath your home. Everything falls through.
Oh, my stuff that was in here. I don't know what stuff, but
Sewage piping gets burst and water starts spurting out everywhere all over you. There's a gas leak that happens near your home as well. It makes it a very inhabitable place for quite a while. And
there's a nuclear explosion too.
Not
Yes.
yet.
Yes,
Digimon,
there's a nuclear explosion.
you pull your children out of the rubble. Gas is spurting everywhere. Sewage water is spurting up into the air all over the place. But you manage to save them and keep them safe.
Okay.
Lord Nightman must be very pissed right now.
When you get them in your arms, Sonia, your Digivice begins to glow a bright pink. Because you embodied your crest.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I might do this. And I have 2 conditions. I will try.
Kakate Koiru!
Koyo.
I wonder what Sonia's evolution music would be.
I have.
So do I. So do I. Anyway, after Sonia, I just wanted to remind that we did actually leave on Kagayaki's failed evolution as well.
Yes.
That's
So
probably circle back there.
yes, we'll circle back there in a second. So Sonia,
Yeah.
you managed to digivolve. You evolve into Luminamon.
Luminamon, let's go, baby.
Kageyaki, your Digivice glows bright purple as you charge towards Lord Nightmon, I assume, to sort of help out. And as you do, your Digivice is shot out of your hand by a thrown sword. And Sanglutmon screeches to a halt as several Nightmon surround you and block off your path to your Digivice.
Well, hello there, loves.
They point their swords at you and they say, "For our king, we must take you in."
Ganging up on a single wicked opponent is very knightly of you, I must say.
We've been told not to underestimate you, as the stupid angels have in the past. He raises his sword at you. The one that threw his sword pulls it out of the ground and points at you as well. You have about 4 or 5 Nightmon around you, Kageyaki, blocking your path to your Digivice. The crest of hope on their shields begin to glow. And Sanglutmon realizes that he's unable to teleport at this time. What do you do?
How close are they?
They're surrounding you, so probably within arm's reach, I want to say.
Within arm's reach.
Like
You're not giving me.
within Nightmon's arm's reach.
You're not giving me much room to actually do much here. I mean, I have an idea.
I want to see you think your way
but,
out.
Yeah, I have a way out, but they're too fucking close for me to do anything.
Well, how about I retcon that they're a little bit further away then? How would that change your plan?
I would attempt to combine my fireball spell with the sewage water and blast them with a very, very hot geyser. Since they're made of metal, that would not be very comfortable for them.
Now, I do want to remind you that there is a gas leak at the moment. If you ignite fire around it, it might blow things up. I just want to make sure
there's
that that's
already-
The whole
a
plaza
risk.
is already on fire.
I know.
Yeah,
but it might
there's
make
already
things
fire.
even worse if you do. So I just want to point that out. Do you still want to do this?
There's literally already fire. I'm right next to it. It's like 5 centimeters of difference.
I mean, sure, that's the reasoning, but let's put more. Yeah.
Okay then. Feel
I'm
free
not even-
to roll
Like,
to...
I'm using the fire and the sewage to create steam. They're both already there.
Oh, you're using the fire that's already there. No, you're not making a fireball.
I'm effectively using it to enhance my fireball spell, and at the same time to combine it with the sewage water and create a geyser.
Okay, you can do that. But it will cause more explosions because of the gas. Just as a side effect.
It was going to cause explosions anyway. The fire is not going anywhere anytime soon.
Cool. Roll to unleash power.
I hope that's a good idea.
Reach your soul, and you will reach your goal. 6.
Just two things. Should we do the engaging together in the combat thing? And,
Well, but they should have, yes.
Yes,
We
you
should
I
have
want to
done that
use
ages
team.
ago.
Yeah, you've already got one team in the pool. Nobody has influence over everybody, I can tell that already. Everybody has the same purpose, I assume, which is beating Lord Nightmon and
Yes.
saving the city.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
and Kagayaki still distrust Taisto, so yeah, no.
Cool. And are you ill-prepared or off balance? Probably.
Well, we
I don't
got
think,
trapped
I
first
don't
thing.
think we are.
Technically,
that was the plan. Like
what
we rushed in knowing that we would get trapped. We knew that that was the thing that was going to be the thing. It wasn't. It was planned. I at least planned it.
It's
Okay,
And
okay.
I did take the time to make a Pharaohmon for us.
Okay, so you have 2 team then.
that's also true. That's a good point.
All right, and I'm gonna use team. So seeing that Kagayaki is preparing to is in a tough spot and is trying to harness the fire around him. Mistimon who shakes off the confusion of having blasted Lord Nightmon across the plaza, sees it, and then with the movement of his arm he directs like these flames that are all around the square. They're like reaching upwards, but then they start curving towards Kakayaki, and at Mistimon's help they reach to like empower his fireball spell to the maximum effect, necessary effect.
Okay, cool. So now we hit the point where it's either unstable or temporary, or you can mark a condition, Kagayaki.
What would making it not unstable actually do here?
If it's unstable, I will say that rather than just keeping them at bay, which it will do because you've got a hit, it will ignite the gas and cause more explosions throughout the city.
I am going to mark guilty because I'm using Mammon and I really hate using non-chosen children.
Cool.
I really hate using the dangers on the world to help us out.
Cool. So you mark guilty. You manage to manipulate the fire in such a way that it avoids the gas, and you blast at the Nightmons. They get kept at bay for a while. Their armor heating up rapidly, and because they were under the effect of Mummymon, Pharamon's gases, their armor begins to crumble away under the pressure of the geyser that you're shooting at them. You gain sort of an opportunity to act here. What do you do?
I snatch my Digivice again and once more with thrilling. I assume using my environment is activating my crest.
Yes, yes, it is.
3.
Oh no.
Okay, but hear me out. I level up, and I am going to do some future-proofing or less future-proofing and grab the alternate evolution. And whenever that happens.
So you want an alternate
Alright.
evolution right now, or not? Sorry, I'm confused.
Maybe not now, but it does look like a potential good opportunity if things hit the fan.
All right.
More.
I think that as Kagaya, as Mistimon has after Mistimon directed all the flames to respond to Kagayaki's command, Taisto hits on his Digivice a note that he sends out to Kagayaki. I'm gonna go after Lord Nightmon. Please take care of or can you take care of the Nightmon/fire situation? Thanks.
You can keep them at bay with the geyser for a while. Those 5 at least.
And then Taisto and Mistimon rush after to find Lord Nightmon.
Meanwhile, I want to say that the Digivice needs like a slight boost to activate while it's also giving data to Pharamon to evolve.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, is that because you spent so many bits keeping Pharamon as a Mega, your Digivice is not getting enough energy to evolve Sanglitmon. You'd have to exhibit an even greater amount of knowledge to boost your crest to the max.
Or activate a different crest.
Yeah,
Hint,
that's
hint.
Ooh, interesting.
It might happen, it might not. Depends on if I'm allowed to warp evolve.
We cut back to Taisto. So Taisto, Mistimon,
Right.
and Lord Nightmon start clashing with their swords. There's like a cool.
I was thinking
sword
that
battle
we
going
would
on.
be. I was thinking that we might find Lord Nightmon. Like we disengaged from Lord Nightmon with the explosion. What did Lord Nightmon do after that?
After the explosion and the building collapsing, he got up out of the rubble.
Yeah.
We established that you clashed with him with Mistimon while Sonia saved her children. But I want to say that he maybe purposefully backed up, and he is now punching holes in the walls of homes and
Right.
reaching in.
Yeah.
And you see
That's
him
fucking awesome.
punch a hole in the city mayor's office and pull out mud for Digimon in his hand.
Right.
What do you do?
Yeah. I think
Kill them both.
Taisto and Mistimon who are no. No. I think Taisto and Mistimon who were flying around looking for Lord Nightmon, they land on the ground behind him. And Taisto shouts out, "Hey, Knight of Cruelty! We are your opponent now. You thought that you would trap us with your evil trap machinations, whatever. But we are not afraid of you. And least of all, you haven't seen the last of our power. Let's go. Evolution! Ah!" And then they rushed forward and hoped that it's gonna be enough. We'll see.
Firstly, I'd like you to roll to
Can I-
directly
can I
engage a
please?
threat with disadvantage.
First, no. This is not gonna. Oh no.
So first you
I'm so gonna
die,
die.
and then if you survive, you have a
It's okay
chance
if
to
I die
evolve.
just a little. If I die just a little.
You can die on the inside.
Oh no. Oh wait, sorry. First thing, I think I forgot to mark potential from the. No, I didn't. I marked potential from before. Yes. All right. 3d6 plus 1. Don't fail me. It did fail me. No. Yes, it did. It's a 5.
It's a 6, right? 4 plus 1 plus 1? 6.
It's a 5. 3 plus 1.
Oh,
plus
why
1
am I taking the 2?
It's 5.
Yes, sorry. I don't know why I keep doing
I
that.
don't know. You're taking the not center one.
Cool. So,
Ones.
you try to clash with Lord Nightmon again. He's holding Mudfrigimon in front of him, and as you try and slash, he raises Mudfrigimon as a shield to block your blow.
Yeah, not gonna do that. I'm not gonna kill him. No.
He stands there before you, like he's not actually blocking your blows with the swords, but he's making you hesitate by holding your friend in front of you, basically. It's like, as I thought, weak. You can't even take what you want so long as I hold one of your precious friends in front of you. How about I show you some true justice? He says, "Spiral Masquerade," and his 4 swords shoot out around the sides of him and shoot towards Mistymon. And we see the rapiers stab at him and slash at him. I would like Taisto and Mistymon to take a powerful blow, please.
From someone with a far greater power than we?
Yes, with someone with a far greater power.
Yep.
The angel's best would be nice here.
I mean, 14.
Cool. Tell us what happens.
All right. So let's see. Yeah. Oh, we get an opportunity or opening against our attacker. I see. Seems like a really good idea. Yeah. I think. What? It does sound like a Linkin Park song. Anyway, I think as the rapiers of Lord Nightmon converge around Mistymon and start slashing and stabbing and gouging and such around him, we see that the camera goes focuses closer and closer on him as he seems to weather the blow. Each one of them striking at his armor and leaving these scratches and crevices and such. But he keeps curling up and taking each one until he spots a critical opening, and then he swings upward and breaks the assault and separates Tutsidarumon from his grasp and sends him reeling back. And then Mistymon steps in and ready to continue the assault, not really caring for his own survival, but ready to end Lord Nightmon's threat once and for all.
Cool. And as we see that, we cut.
Can I evolve?
Yes, you can evolve. Roll to evolve.
Thank you.
That was very courageous. And then after you've done that, we'll cut back to Sonia, I think. Yeah.
2d6 plus 2. No, that's... Why didn't it parse? Whatever. 2d6 plus 2. That is a 5. That is not enough to evolve. Oh well.
Yeah, I want to say that because of how fierce the blows are against you from Lord Nightmon, you used your opportunity to free Mudfrigimon and push him backwards.
Yeah.
But as you start glowing, the bright orange and the Digivolution energy envelops Mistymon, Lord Nightmon says, "I don't think so." Just blips forward and appears in front of you, and then using the thumper on its wrist, sonic booms into Mistymon's chest. And causes Mistymon to sort of drop to his knees and splutter out some data. And then I think we see Sonia and Luminamon. What do you do?
Yes, hello. Well, Luminamon is going to use a lightning field that will make the future with everyone in a pure heart brighter. So it will be used as a sort of, I don't know, guiding hand of fate, as it were, helping those that were injured or that are trying to flee by making them less likely to be hit. Like they magically are more lucky and find the best way to sneak around and use secret passages or whatever to just make themselves safe and run away to as far away as lads as possible. Yes. Let's go with this.
So you're trying to help them escape, is what you're saying, sorry.
Yes, with the magical ability of light powers of Luminamon.
Cool. I think you managed to do that already without needing to roll for it, because it's not exactly the focus of the Nightmons and Lord Nightmons at the moment. So you managed to help them escape. And your children and whatnot go into the secret passageway that Luminamon lights up for them. They leave the city and run. And you tell them a safe place that you can meet them.
Yeah. So yeah, is everyone around safe now? Can we confirm that there's no one in the village, still trapped or whatever?
No one trapped. Mud Frigimon runs around Taisto and Mistymon, and he's screaming for his life, and he follows the light out as well. They're all safe.
Okay.
For now.
Quick beep to the others. Evacuation complete. You can go now if you want. Don't worry about it. About collateral damage. You guys, big minis.
Sorry, don't worry about collateral damage. And then she looks around and sees the fire, the destroyed buildings, the gas leak.
Yeah, well, that's not the first time or the last time this happened. This will happen. So, at some point, you have to accept that these things will just happen. That's normal now. Yeah, she will come back to the battlefield and, well, first probably take care of all the Nightmons that are around, because there are a lot of them, and blind them with a big flash to try and, create more opportunities. Yes, because she doesn't attack herself, but yeah.
Cool, so she's gonna try and flash at them. Not flash them, but flash
Yes.
at them.
Flash at them.
What does that sound like to me? You're not defending anyone. I'd say that's unleashing your powers.
Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah, but actually, so +1. Okay. Ooh, just enough.
Okay, so you managed to blind the Nightmon. It's only temporary; it'll wear off very soon. But
Makes sense.
You have an opportunity to act, or someone else has an opportunity to act. Potentially Kageaki, or even Taisto.
I am busy.
You are busy.
I am currently in a stalemate with 5 perfect levels. I think I'll stay there.
Maybe that's the opportunity that Luminamon.
You have reached.
All those Nightmon get blinded at the same time as being hit by that geyser of hot water, and that armor melts away, and they get destroyed.
You have reached Taisto's voicemail. Please leave a message after the beep.
Let's go, guys. Opportunity to strike. Okay.
I mean, do what? I can't even hit the guy on my power level. I can try to create an opportunity, but it won't work because I am using my opportunity to create an opportunity that doesn't quite work.
You can create a different opportunity. Sonya just created an opportunity for you to escape. You can create a different opportunity for something else to happen.
Let's see. I nothing I do on the Lord Nightmon is actually going to work because the power difference is just too massive.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what the fuck do I do?
Do
No,
something.
What?
You can do something more like knowledge based rather than attacking it head on. Maybe there's a weakness or some kind of technology here that you can exploit.
How big of a window of opportunity do I have?
Well, the Nightmon have just been destroyed, so not all of them, but the ones that were assailing you. So you have somewhat of an opportunity because a lot of their attention is now on Mistymon and Luminamon.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I will pop my head inside my portal and ask if any of the researchers have anything that is like, you know, anti-metal.
Anti-metal?
Something that is really not kind to metal.
Oh. Super effective against metals.
They have a very powerful magnet that they brought in with them. They were going to use it for a collection of raw materials.
Lovely. So I will grab the magnet, thank them, and then assess the situation. Look, what the fuck can I use the magnet on to stick Lord Nightmon on it and actually keep them there?
So this magnet's actually on a vehicle. It's
Wow.
a giant black sheeted magnet on the back of what looks like a small forklift truck. And there's like controls for moving the magnet around and facing it towards the ground or up into the air and stuff. Feel free to roll to assess the situation. We'll answer some questions. Nice.
11.
Cool. On an
Because
11.
I do have the -2, but I also have a +3, so...
Cool. On an 11, you ask 2 questions.
I just need to... Okay, I need to figure out how the fuck do I switch... if I click tack. There we go. Assess the situation questions where... What here can I use to? What is the biggest threat? Who is the most vulnerable? What here can I use, even if I know the answer, to stick Lord Nightmon on the magnet and realistically keep him there at least for a minute?
Well, I mean, you could use the other Digidestined to help you with that. I'm sure that they'll be able to bring him close enough to the magnet that he gets stuck for a little bit at the very least. That's probably the best bet. The other option is to drive full throttle at Lord Nightmon and attach the magnet to him that way. Those are the 2 options, really.
And does the +1 forward stack?
What do you mean, does it stack? Sorry.
So like, if I ask what here is the biggest threat, and it's obviously Lord Nightmon, and then I use one of the solutions on Lord Nightmon, do I get a +2 instead of +1?
Yes. I'll allow that.
What here is the biggest threat?
The fire that is about to destroy everything. Haha, in your face.
That's not a bad shout, but I do think it might be Lord Nightmon.
It's probably not. It's obviously not Nightmon.
I feel like the Loyal Knight.
Who could have guessed?
Yeah, I think Lord Nightmon's the answer to that.
Perfect. I will send them a message and ask and tell them I have big magnet. Help me stick him to big magnet.
All right, I'm sure we can do that. Let's see. So
That's the kind of 200 IQ plan we're looking for.
Driving that way.
all right, I think maybe we could cut back to Taisto now.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
So Taisto and Mistimon are engaged in a fight against Lord Nightmon, and obviously Lord Nightmon has the upper hand, and Mistimon is backing away, trying to bat away the rapiers that Lord Nightmon has. But then there's a short break as the two fighters size each other up, and Mistimon waves his hand, and the flames that are surrounding the square starts flying towards his orb in this like spiral, funneling kind of way, and this long bolt of fire starts stretching its way towards Lord Nightmon, but Mistimon grabs it midway and brandishes it as a flaming sword that's a copy of his other sword. And he says, "I think we might be even now." And then they two of them clash again. Now Mistimon now with two swords, one real and one made of fire, having much better chance of batting away the spirals, and he tries to drive Lord Nightmon back towards Kagayagi's big fucking Acme magnet. Yeah.
Roll to directly engage a threat.
Sure. Please don't fail me now. Do I get the bonuses from his assessing the situation?
Yes, because he communicated them to you.
Yes. And so Lord Nightmon, biggest threat, so +1, magnets +1, other +1, and then I'm at +1 from there, -2, you +2, yeah, +3. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, that is like super critical failure. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What is with the dice roller today giving you crit ones?
Holy.
So much potential. Oh no.
We need so much friendship to help you.
Little did
We are
Taisto
going to die
know
in this
he
fight,
was going to
not
die
by
sooner
Lord
than he
Nightmon.
thought.
We are going to die by the fucking mechanics.
And that is when the chosen one realized he made a big mistake.
Cool. So the Mistimon rushes Lord Nightmon with his double blade sword. We get a really cool scene of them clashing and trading blows with each other. There's a lot of parrying and ballet battling. You seem to be pushing Lord Nightmon back. It looks like everything's going according to plan. And then, out of nowhere, Nightmons just ram Mistimon with their shields and pin him, preventing him from pushing Lord Nightmon back any further. And Lord Nightmon, once again with his thumper wrist, just pummels Mistimon in the face. And I'd once again like you to take a powerful blow.
Oh, this is my specialty actually. So let's go. I still right. 2d6 + 4. Get owned. 14.
Gosh, you're gonna roll really well for those ones.
Yeah, I mean it's the one that matters. So.
Cool. Pick one.
Anyway,
of the options.
I think. Let's see. So the Nightmon bum rush Mistimon from behind, and Lord Nightmon gets an opportunity and tries to kill Mistimon. Let's see. I think Mistimon is going to weather the blows. He's a sturdy guy. I'm not worried. But he manages to overpower the two Nightmon that are holding him, and use them as like shields against Lord Nightmon, who's having a tough time, cracking past their armor, and this whole thing keeps him occupied so that the two others Kagayaki and Sonia have a chance to do something here.
Okay, cool. Sonia?
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
Perhaps it's your time to try and seal the deal. We need to push Lord Nightmon back a bit further. What do you do?
What would I like to do? Well, I'd like to shoot wool balls behind his foot. Maybe not first. First off, I'd like Polyminiman to sing a song that will make Lord Nightmon a bit more sleepy, a bit more drowsy, and maybe not pay attention, not be as sharp, pay attention as much. And when he least expect it, shoot summon wool balls out of nowhere under his foot, so he would trip and fall behind. You know, just completely fall to the ground on his back, preferably. Yeah, just move backwards. Yes.
Roll to directly engage a threat with disadvantage, please.
Lovely.
Yes.
This is brilliant. I like this.
Directly engage would be reckless, but do I have anything? I do have.
I have been steadily lowering it, so
Nope. It's fine. Reckless is fine. I don't suppose I have influence over the Lord Nightmon. Maybe he really respects my opinion secretly.
he doesn't really care about us.
I think Lord Nightmare might be following Sonia's Digiblog.
Oh,
11. Oh, that's nice.
well,
Wait,
if he did
Isn't
follow
it
my
with-
blog, he'd be
isn't
super.
it disadvantage?
Yeah, it's supposed to be disadvantage.
With
You need to
disadvantage,
roll
yes.
on the
No,
dice.
excuse me.
Best
Roll
case
another one.
scenario,
Just
it's a partial success.
roll 1d6
Worst case
and we'll,
scenario,
we'll see which
success.
one's lower.
Yes. 1d6 and yeah. 6. Well,
Next
that's
is
It is
11.
11 it is.
Hero we need but don't deserve.
yeah.
So you get to pick 2 of the options on directly engaging a threat. Which do you pick? It sounds like you're trying to take his footing from him, but what
Yes,
other thing?
Actually, well, create an well, that makes more sense to create an opportunity for the allies to just keep on pushing him forward, to go with the plan, you know.
Cool, but you don't
That makes
resist
more
everybody's
sense to me.
blow, and you don't impress.
No, that's
by
fine.
firing them. So we see you shooting. You light up the area to make him extra sleepy. You put fire out wool balls from your light somehow. We've not really described how that works, but you put them behind him and trip him up. And as he staggers backwards, he flings one of his rapiers upwards, and it hits Luminamon. It grazes the side of her face. And I would like you to take a condition, please. I think the one that makes most sense is insecure, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I think seeing Lord Nightmare stagger Mistimon, who's being trying to keep the Nightmon away, spots the opportunity at the same time as Lord Nightmon spots that Mistimon has spotted his weakness, and there's a flash as both of them have struck each other, have flown past each other, and are post in their past struck poses, having struck each other. I think I'm overwhelming a vulnerable foe in here. It's like the ending of a samurai movie from a low angle.
oh, you actually did take that move. I thought you said you're taking a different one.
I did take it in the end, yes. Can I try to overwhelm a vulnerable foe? I'm gonna die if I don't, but if it fails or whatever.
You may
All right.
overwhelm a vulnerable foe. That's definitely when this move can be used.
2d6 plus 3 because yes.
Meanwhile, all of
It's
this
a
is literally
9.
just
Can I
stick him
get
on a
a?
magnet.
Oh, sorry. Am I also acting
Yeah.
on the Lord Nightmare information that he's the biggest threat, in which case it's 10.
Yes.
All right, it's a 10. Sure.
When you overwhelm a vulnerable foe, you may roll reckless on a hit. The fight is immediately over. They're done. On
Yeah.
a 10 plus, choose
So-
one of the options below.
Yeah. So the two of them have basically it's like in a samurai movie. Both of them went and did their final strike against the other's vulnerable parts, and they're poised, and there's this moment of uncertainty of which one of them won, and then Lord Nightmon collapses with Mistimon having prevailed victorious. But Mistimon also got hit in the process, so we'll see if he's also going to go down. We'll see. taking a powerful blow. 2d6 plus 4. No, Misty Mon is fine.
Cool. And as Lord Nightmon gets struck,
Anna is by the team, so everyone gets one team. Yay!
Yeah.
as Lord Nightmon gets struck, Kageaki rams up behind him with a giant magnet, and he gets stuck to it. His arms and legs pinned. And he's like, "Let me go! I demand you release me!"
And the tentacles immediately surround him and stick him even closer to the magnet, restricting his movements further.
Time for phase 2 and stick him to the fridge. Let's go.
And I think we'll end the session there. At the moment where you defeat Lord Nightmon, and we'll come back to the next session.
This is probably the stupidest way to deal with Lord Nightmon.
I did say that we acme now, so
we fucking stick him to a magnet.
a giant magnet.
Humiliated, completely destroyed.
Oh, he's going to be so pissed.
This bright inventor is about to end the Royal Knight's entire career in one move.
Yes, so he's done. End of the session moves, I guess. Has anyone grown closer, further away to, or into their own image of themselves? Let's start with Taisto.
I think Taisto's grown closer to Kagayaki in this session as well, because
it is a viable option. You can't pick it.
Because Kagayaki did confide in Taisto and or entrust him with at least the bare minimum of information. Way too late, but whatever.
Way too late. It's like 6 hours after he found out.
Have influence over Taisto. Oh wait, and then clear the afraid. Yep, there we go.
Cool.
And I think I'll take the potential as well.
Kagayaki next.
This is a very good question you have.
And we actually beat the game phase condition, so I get potential from that as well, and I take another advancement.
Taisto speedrunning towards death. Sorry, go ahead.
I think I unlocked the final moment of truth.
I will obviously take the potential because we're manly men.
Obviously.
And then I don't know. Like, his labels are exactly how he wants them to be. He didn't go further away from the others. He didn't particularly grow closer to the others, but I suppose he talked to Taisto one time, so I'm going for the cop-out as well. And clearing guilty.
Okay, cool. And Sonia.
Well, first off, before the big ending moves, would you count breaking my house as breaking something important, perhaps?
If not, the move doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you didn't... Sorry, just dropped something. Technically you didn't break something important. Somebody else broke it and you decided to sacrifice it in order to save someone.
Oh, I got it. Sonia helped break Nightmon.
Yeah, I broke the Nightmon.
You did break the Nightmon, that is true.
Okay, so that's good. That's one. The other two I probably
killed people.
Because the fling to easy relief isn't really an option in this case, and the other one I just got, so I can't remove right away. Beyond that, I'd say I protected innocence, so I probably go one more on my balance track. Unless there's any objection, but no.
And I endangered innocence by putting Mammon in the fight, so mine goes down.
You protected innocence, but you also did keep the darkness to yourself by not telling Taisto about Einari and...
But I thought the darkness was specific to Pilomon. That was that darkness and not Einari just in
True.
the session. That's how you justified it in one previous episode.
So
Hmm.
the opposite of talking about darkness is keeping their struggles to themselves. So in this sense, it's talking openly about your struggles and your inner darkness.
Wow.
So we're reverse engineering
He's
the
got a
reverse
point. He's
engineering.
got a point. You gotta take it. Yep.
Something Munchkin.
Wow.
I just love the idea that they had a fucking magnet vehicle chilling.
Not just
with
any
them.
magnet. It's literally an Acme magnet.
Mhm.
It's like this big ass vehicle, they just took it with them. It's important, we need it.
They brought a whole bunch of equipment with them so they can analyze the digital world and collect materials and stuff like that. So they probably did have lots of magnets and drills and whatnot with
Just
them.
such a funny fucking way to deal with a royal knight of all the Digimon. Like, no, you're stuck now, haha.
I mean, at least we didn't have to kill him.
To be fair, if Taisto hadn't used his overpower foe move, he might have been able to escape, but because the fight is over, he can't escape unless something else drastic happens to free him. So yeah, good job using that move.
Yeah, it's
Taisto.
not as usual. It's not as useless as it seems.
Yeah, exactly. Who would have
I'm
thought
afraid
that
it
it would
looked
be
nice,
actually
man.
useful when the GM tells you it is?
Well, I mean,
Night
I
One,
mean,
I'm
feel
afraid
like
you cannot
I
go
happened
away.
I happened to roll well. If I hadn't rolled well, it would have been like he fucking dies because I would have had to take the hurt more than intended, which in my mind always sounds like the opponent just dies, which is something that I'd
even-
like to avoid if possible.
Can you even kill him with your power level difference?
I mean, he was vulnerable, so
Like, you'd probably scar him more than kill him.
Yeah, it'd be probably pretty impossible for an ultimate to kill Omega without like repeatedly stabbing him in the chest a billion times or something.
Well, if I had not rolled so poorly on the evolution, then maybe it wouldn't have gone that way. But yeah,
I'm just kind of sad that you
It's 1
guys
out of
all
12,
kept
like-
all kept failing your digivolutions.
yeah. I mean, at a +2 is 11 out of 12 to succeed, and it still wasn't enough. No, wait, that's not right. It's 4 out of 6. Sorry, it's 8 out of 9. Yeah.
You're 8 out of 9. Got him.
No, that's also not true.
So I think for
I
the-
can't even count. It's 32 out of 34.
It's 2 good rolls out of 2 bad rolls.
Yep.
How
So for the after credit scene, we see the heavens, and we see the usual throne room with Seraphimon, and we see Gankumon walk into the throne room. He's holding Jesmon's head and dragging him along the floor.
Shit.
And he throws Jesmon at Seraphimon's feet and bows profusely and says, "Lord Seraphimon, I would like to apologize for my student's behavior."
Oh my
And Seraphimon looks amused. He's like, "What do you mean, his behavior? From what I've heard, he's an exemplary royal knight."
He is.
He is. And that's why I'd like you to forgive him for his foolishness, my lord. He seeks to conspire against you, under the false promises of another. Please. He is but a young fool. He knows not of the dangers of this world and the temptations that can happen. I ask you forgive him. Seraphimon stands and says, he like walks up to Jesmon. He like lifts his face. Jesmon's conscious, but he's like groaning in pain. He's like, who do you work for? Who turned you against me? And Jesmon spits in his face. To which like Seraphimon like throws him out of the door. He turns to Gankumon. He says, well, he doesn't want my forgiveness, it seems. Put him in the dungeon till he speaks. And like Gankumon like does a salute, walks out, grabs Jesmon. He walks away from the throne room. He shakes his head and sighs. He's like, I'm sorry, my student, but turning against the heavens, what were you even thinking? Master, please, just listen. Seraphimon, he's not good. He's destroying and corrupting the digital world. You don't understand. Please. Gankumon sort of puts on a stoic face and continues walking, dragging Jesmon down into the dungeons. And we cut to black. And that's the end after credit scenes. And that's why your reinforcements didn't arrive.
Poor Jesmon. Looks like plot and protagonist powers weren't enough this time.
Unfortunately not, no.
That's what happens when you piss off Daddy.
Yeah.
How do you even use when your power
We
is
get the
better than
bell.
ours? Like his power is ice pulse. That's it.
All right. Anyway, I need to rush.
Yes.
So thanks for the session. I guess
See you guys next year.
you'll let us know when we have the next session. So anyway, yeah, thank you. Bye.
Cool.
Goodbye.
Catch you all later.